before I describe the scene. But are we live? Is the internet hearing us?
We hit the button, yeah.
Hello, internet.
Hello, internet.
So we can't say that. That's another thing. We can't say that. Hi, people of Twitch. This is going to be Pathfinder.
We're not allowed to say that.
I think we can say it. It's just like a popular podcast is named Hello Internet. It's not important. I doubt they'd sue us
because I've never heard of it.
It's the guy CGP Gray and Brady. It's not important.
Familiar with it.
Thank you.
Pat uses it too from Game Theories. So
Well,
that's where I know it from.
We can't steal from that,
Copyright
Pat.
the phrase "Hello Internet."
No, probably not. It was mostly a joke that has now spiraled off into a much larger discussion.
what about ahoy ahoy internet?
No.
Too close?
No.
Encroaching.
So tonight we are going to be playing Pathfinder 1E. So the rules are going to be different than normal. Don't freak out. We're also going to be stupider than normal. Because we don't know the system. I know the system, but I haven't played it in a while, so I'm going to be rusty. And everyone else is totally new. So bear with us. This is a learning experience for everyone. With that being said, we will get right into it. You all find yourself in a small village of Kassen. Kassen is significant, not really for much. It's a small farming community in Brevoy. But every year, around the end of the harvest, Halloween, Thanksgiving time, to give you real world context, they have something known as the Crypt of the Everflame. Kassen is named for the hero who founded the village, also named Kassen, who, towards the end of the harvest, when the village was first being formed, went to the Crypt of the Everflame and brought back a light that warded off monsters attacking the village. And so every year, since the founding of the village 178 years ago, they do a mock version of this. They get some volunteers from the village and local magic users fake up some trials for them, and they go to the Crypt of the Everflame and they retrieve the light. It's like a big ceremonial thing. Everyone pretends it's dangerous, but it's not. However, after a bit of an accident 4 years ago, it hasn't happened over the past couple years. Until this year. This year is different. A representative of House Sertova, which is the ruling house of Brevoy, has come to the village and is overseeing the Crypt of the Everflame this year. So, they've brought it back. And each of you have been approached individually to perform in this sort of mock adventure. Right? So you've all agreed. And it is now the day you are due to set off. And there's a little bit of theater that must be done, run by the mayor, a jovial gentleman who was once quite a well-built farmer, but in his older age has kind of let himself go a little bit. But he's well-beloved around town. And he has gathered the town here today to sort of send you off on this journey. All right. And this is where we will begin. The bells atop the Temple of Aristil toll their midday song, echoing throughout the quiet town of Kassen. As the peals begin to fade, townsfolk make their way into the square, dressed in black as if attending a funeral. They slowly fill the square, moving quietly across the cold, hard ground, their eyes downcast and mournful. After a few moments, a murmur passes through the crowd as it slowly parts to let Mayor Uptill through. He leads the way with a tarnished silver lantern. Behind him, an old pony drags a cart laden with backpacks and supplies. Once he reaches the center of the crowd, Mayor Uptill stops and calls out to the assembled townsfolk, of which you all are members of this little crowd. And his voice booms out, "Once again, the winter winds blow through the Fangwood, marking the end of another harvest. There are wolves in the woods howling at our walls and serpents in our shadows, waiting to strike, just as it was 178 years ago, when Kassen himself left these walls to protect us, so it is today. Where are the heroes? Where are the brave folk that will venture out to Kassen's tomb and retrieve the flame to keep this community safe for another winter?" And he throws out his arms, looking around dramatically, as if to say, "Who will save us?"
Me, I'll go.
A volunteer! Excellent! Step forward!
And Nirna will run up. She looks really excited by this whole thing, like just watching the pomp and circumstance, and she wants to be involved.
And as you come up, he smiles at you and says, "Will Lyrna have to go alone, braving the dangers of Kassen's tomb? Who will step up to join her?" Does no one step up to join her, or is Lyrna going on this
Brixton.
adventure alone?
Rick's gonna take a step forward, raise his hand.
Bricks! I knew I could count on you, and he slaps you on the back as you step
Yay!
forward. And he again calls out, "Will anyone join these brave souls?"
Well, I
Who
mean,
else?
like, okay. I mean, beats beating up a punching bag.
Excellent! Code deal? Code dull?
We'll go with deal, because you just pronounced it like that. That sounds great.
Deal! Excellent! Excellent! And he as you come up, he slaps you on the back and says, "It seems we have 2 more spots open to join these brave adventurers."
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Freya? Priya?
Oh, don't hurt yourself there, Maya, but Freya's fine.
Freya! Excellent! Fantastic! Is there anyone who could round out this group of pure, kind-hearted souls?
Faye just kind of looks around at the kind-hearted souls thing, is looking left and right. Maybe some people take a step backwards, and she, by default, has stepped forward.
Faye! How kind of you to volunteer. And as you, the last person, step forward, he says, "Who is to have the honor of carrying the lantern?" And he holds out this tarnished silver lantern dramatically.
Ooh. Does it actually? Is it actually lit?
It is not lit currently. Your job is to go to retrieve the flame to save the town.
Well, I mean, that should be me. I should definitely.
Oh, Codiel! How I bequeath this burden to you, and he hands you over. In addition, we've prepared supplies to aid you on your journey. And he gestures over to the cart. Each of them contains 5 days worth of rations, a little tent, a winter blanket, basic survival stuff, and each contains a piece of a map that, when put together, makes the whole map. It also contains, there's not one of each, this is total, 50 feet of rope, tinder and 3 tinder twigs, which I'll explain in a second, but basically they're fire starters. A potion of cure light wounds, 3 torches, a grappling hook, and a small bottle of bread.
Small
That is in
bottle of what?
addition.
Oh, brandy.
Mm-hmm.
I heard bread and was
No,
curious for a second.
I
Yeah,
definitely
it's-
heard bread.
You heard, yeah. First canned bread, now bottled bread. And after handing over the basic supplies everyone gets, and then these more unique supplies, he turns and speaks to the townsfolk. He says, "I present to you the brave heroes who will follow in Kassen's footsteps to retrieve the Everflame. Some of them may not return, but I say to you that their sacrifice shall not be forgotten. Go, brave heroes, and do not return until you have the eternal fire." And with that, the mayor points to the south, the direction of Kassen's tomb, and the townsfolk begin waving goodbye with cold, solemn looks on most of their faces. You guys know this is all theater. You're not actually in any significant danger, but, it's part of the act. And you guys are sent on your way.
You know, Lerna, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be a little, sedate? Little worried looking? No?
That's not as fun.
Oh, that's fair.
Someone has to smile sometime.
Beg to differ.
Okay. As you guys leave Kassen and begin on your journey, you, I imagine, put together the pieces of the map because otherwise you don't know where to go. And it reveals this. You know that the crypt itself is about 40 miles south of town. So you'll get there at the end of tomorrow, basically. And is there anything you'd like to do before you leave proper? Any preparations you want to make? I mean, you've got all your supplies. You don't need to worry about any of that stuff. But if there's anything unusual you want to do, now is the time to speak, or forever hold your peace. Okay, everyone is holding their peace. So, you begin southward. I need one person, though others can help, to make a survival check to follow the map. It's not hard, but you could theoretically get lost. So, I need one person to make a survival check, and then whoever else is helping to declare that they're helping.
That will not be Rex.
I will do the survival check.
Okay.
Or, could I also do a survival check just to make sure we come up with the same answer?
Sure. So you're not going to help. You're
Not going
do
to help,
another
going to check.
different one. Okay, sure.
Ooh.
Okay. You both come up with the same answer, but it takes Lerna much less time to come up with it. But after not very long for either of you, looking at the map and just sort of gazing at the surrounding area, you both come up with the same path to head south. Not difficult.
Point that way.
Dramatically.
Hand on hip.
Mm-hmm. And off you go, following the map. And for a while, you walk on. It's rather uneventful. There's not much of any real consequence happening. Are you marching in any particular order? Some might call it a marching order. Or just sort of milling about, not really taking much concern.
Do we know anything? Like, is the area generally?
The area is
okay to
generally the area is generally safe, but you do know that the local wizard Holgast and some other villagers have put together obstacles for you to face.
Ooh.
What exactly that means, you don't know, but they are supposed to be suitably adventurous obstacles. So,
Adventure. So Freya will be walking just like ahead and to the side of one of the horses, and he'll be talking to the horse as he goes along, companionably, one might say.
you guys don't have horses, unless
I
one
have
of
a
you
horse.
has. Oh, you're talking to your horse.
I'm talking to my horse.
You said horses.
Well, I assume
Just to
that
be clear.
everyone else has a horse. Doesn't anyone else have a horse?
No,
Oh, that's unfortunate for them, eh?
you're the only.
You
You're
bought
the
a
only,
horse?
You're the only horse person.
Well, they did give us like carts, right? I did hear
No,
cart wagons.
no. I mean, the mayor brought up your supplies on a cart.
He took the cart away?
Yeah, he took you're
How
going across
rude.
country. It was a cart pulled by a pony. It
Oh,
wasn't making a cross country journey.
I thought this
Do you
was a
see that
cross-country
big-
cart.
Do you see
So-
that big ravine you gotta go over?
I mean, now I do. There was some scrolling involved on this map. I feel Lerna was holding out on several pieces.
Sure.
She only had one.
It's an important one. So yeah, he's not forcing anyone to walk behind the horse, but people can choose where they walk.
Okay.
So
All right.
who has the map? I'm sorry. Like, did we?
You each have
We'll-
a piece of the map.
And it's got like this drawn line of how to get there. I assume.
Yeah, an approximate path.
I don't understand this map. Why it make us go through the cab like this by Gray Lake? Why don't we just go around through the forest? Why it make us cross this? Your horse, it won't make it
Oh, it's for the dramatics.
unless you has magical horse wings.
It's a pretty
No.
magic horse. Aren't you a good horse, you?
Does horse have name or just horse?
Oh, I don't like to name him.
Helps you not get attached.
Exactly.
I might like this group a little better.
I have a question, Casey. Does horse have picture?
Does horse have picture?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a horse. I didn't think to add a horse token.
I mean,
Does
a horse is a horse, of course.
yeah?
Okay,
Does,
so
does
I'm just gonna
Pathfinder not
assign-
have horse token?
I mean, it does, but it won't have your stats.
But does it
I
have
need to,
token
the point
horse?
I'm making is I need to make a token for because I assume that this thing is Freya's pet.
Yes, this is Freya's pet.
Okay, so then I'll need to make it work, is what I'm saying.
Okay, yes, please.
Okay, that's not a problem. I didn't know that ahead of time. Also, point of order: you don't need to go through the Gray Lake, just next to it. Just to be clear. But you continue on, and since no one said anything about a particular marching order, you're just sort of wandering in whatever order it is you're in. And in a
will
second, a
probably
thing will
be
happen.
sort of maybe like slowly circling, just keeping
Mhm.
an eye out around everyone.
Well, I mean,
Bricks will be towards the middle.
the goal is to light the lantern, so the lantern should be in the front. So I will be in the front because that will get us the lantern lit the quickest.
You're very simple. Don't you fight with your hands? Should you not be the one carrying the lantern?
It's adaptable.
Oh, you're not looking to
Well-
hit someone with a lantern.
Well, it's not lit right now. It could go in your bag, right? Or is that sacrilegious? We have to carry it the whole time?
What I do know is there's no one out here to check.
Well, that's a fair statement. Though you have to be careful. If you hit someone with a lantern, you might knock its lights out.
Yes, please don't use lantern as weapon.
Boo! Boo! The trees whisper boo!
It's literally the only thing they gave us to bring back. So I think they get upset if we don't bring back.
Fine. And he'll try to dangle it off his backpack so it makes a nice
Sure.
clang 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 noise.
I mean, it doesn't have to make clang clang. Look, I have on my back. You just tie it on the bottom also, and it no clang clang. But okay. And Faye will be towards the back, if not the last person.
Okie dokie. Oh, roll. Calm down. It's not that big of a deal. There we go, bud. You did. I believe you. Okay. All right. Now, horse has a token. So you guys continue on, largely unconcerned, and for a while things go well.
For the whole trip.
For the whole trip, and actually nothing happens ever. It's
Did we
completely
level?
fine. Yeah, you level up to 20. It's great.
I vote Pathfinder.
Okay. All right. So, but about 2 hours later, something happened.
I
Dramatic.
thought you said nothing was going to happen.
I lied. The narrow path winds through the trees and then expands a little bit to accommodate a small clearing. There's still trees clustered around, but it's a little bit more open. And as you wander through this small glade, the path stretching ahead of you, a crunch causes you all to sort of stop in your tracks. And ahead of you, 3 large, greenish-skinned, fearsomely tusked humanoids hop out from behind trees, wielding great axes and howling in a language I don't think any of you but bricks understand. And thank you, Casey. And we're going to move to a map. Excellent. Those were great snarls, Casey. And
What are they saying?
they are saying things like, kill them! And dibs on that one's gear! And generally threatening and sort of banditrous things. And we need to roll into initiative.
These sound like things we should know how to do, huh?
That is much the
Yeah.
same as any other
Everybody
way you would.
stand down. They're not hostile.
Yeah, it definitely seemed not
Kidding,
hostile.
I don't actually.
It's done the same way. You click on your token, you click on initiative on your character sheet, and it rolls
Found
in.
it. Ah, shit.
Oh, buddy. Oh, you have +6 and you rolled a 7. You hate to see that, don't you?
Horse is very majestic.
I'll say
That's the default
I have.
horse token.
I'll say I haven't seen an orc in my entire life, so that's startled. Being what I am.
All right. All right, Lyrna. These orcs seem hostile. Actually, they would have hopped out, so they're like,
Okay,
it is
so,
your turn.
I'm clicking all the wrong buttons for some reason. Here we go. You are going to get shot, hopefully.
That sounds okay. Which one are you shooting at?
The guy right in front here.
This one? All right, that'll hit
This
for
guy.
3 damage. All right. An arrow sticks into him, and he roars out in pain, but does not fall.
Throwing. We'll move to there. Here. Doink.
All right. Freya.
So I'm going to learn some things right now, and the first one I was going to learn is range on a sling, eh?
Low. I want to say it's like
It's
20
critical range 20 means that's as no, hang on. 50
No,
feet,
that means
right?
when you crit 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. So not super far.
Let me see. I'm gonna leave roll 20 fast. Keep going, but I just need to. It's just being real slow. I'm restarting my browser real fast.
And second question: mounting a steed,
Mm-hmm.
a trusty steed, free action, movement action. What does that take in this game?
That takes your movement unless you make a ride check. If you make a ride check, you can do it as a free action.
Okay, and then once mounted, may I move the mount, or do I have to wait for the mount's turn? Which happens to be next, but
You can command the mount to do things like moving on your. It's sort of like 5e where you act on the same turn when you're together.
Got it. Okay, so I will hop up atop the mount. I will use a portion of his 50 feet of movement. Wait, this is the one where you only get to move once. Damn it.
I mean, you get to use the horse's actions to dash or move.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to there. No, I'm going to move up to there.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to send a slingshot over at this fellow here.
Okay.
And that is this button.
That'll hit. Unfortunately, not a crit, but max damage.
Yay! And then that will be my turn.
Okay. So you're on your horse.
I am not on my horse yet. My horse is going to come stand in front of me in a second.
Okay. Now it's your horse.
Now, the horse is going to come stand in front of me, and he's going to look all fierce and paw at the ground and threaten to bite people.
Okay. Faye.
Well, they are very far away,
They are indeed.
and movement is a thing.
It is indeed a thing.
Do I I mean, you made them sound like orcs, but do I recognize them to be such?
Yes, they are orcs.
Okay. All right. I will move. I have to use all my movement in one go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will move, and I am still way too far away to do any of my cool things. So. So I will pull out my crossbow.
Okay. The great tool of every first level spellcaster.
I know.
All
I'm
right.
like, do I have to?
I forgot to buy one.
Oh, rip.
I had
Rip,
no
rip.
money.
No,
All
I'm
right.
not sure if and what I can see.
Well, here's a fun thing for you. That's your turn. Because you did not have the it out and loaded.
Oh,
It takes a. Is it a light crossbow? I assume it must be a light crossbow, right?
yeah.
Light crossbows take a move action to load, and it's also a move action to draw a weapon. So you have drawn a weapon that is not loaded,
Ah,
and you've used all your action.
Okay.
Only when you have +1 base attack bonus, so Codil and Lerna can both draw weapons as part of movement. But those of you who do not have full base attack bonus, namely everyone else, cannot do that at level 1. Everyone can start doing that at level 2. But at level 1, you are not proficient enough with martial weapons for that thing.
boy howdy. But technically now, so it's loaded and in my hands, and next time.
No, next turn you will load it.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Yeah, next turn you will load it. Okay. This
Thank you.
orc, no problem, is going to is going to run to here and chuck a javelin at horse. Hitting horse for 5 points of damage.
Horse!
Well,
Well, I hope you're all hungry.
runs up to here and chucks a javelin at Lerna. Hot damn. Dealing 7 points of damage.
Ow. Ow.
Lerna, I need you to make me a will save, please.
Will save. Does it say saves or am I just poking something?
It should say save. So it should say saving throw.
Ah, there it is. Found it.
Okay.
Learning the sheet.
Okay. Put the 7 health back. These orcs are not real. These orcs are
What?
illusions. And when you got hit with it, initially your body was racked with pain, believing it to be real. However, as you stand here, you're like, wait a minute, that's not a real orc. And that is not a real javelin it has thrown at me.
What?
These orcs are illusions. You know that, but at the moment, no one else does.
I can't
can
speak
call-
until my turn? Or...
You can speak, but they will have to individually take an action to inspect the orcs and make a will save of their own. Right? So if you want to forego your action, you can do that. But that's up to you. So I assume, Lerna, you shout something like,
You can't, they're not real. I'm pretty sure they're not real.
Codiel.
Fake orcs. Fake orcs.
You can do with that what you may. You can take an action to examine them, giving yourself a will save to disbelieve, or you can run up and punch them. In which case, if you kill them, they'll die anyway.
Well, I mean, I can't run up and punch them. That's the issue.
Mm.
That's the real issue here, is that that one
Mhm.
is 35 feet away, which I would much rather test it by punching. But, I mean, if Lerna says it's not real, I mean, it's probably not real.
Sure.
It's a standard action?
It is standard action, so you could move and then do it. So if you fail, next turn you'll be in. No, those orcs are definitely
No,
real.
no, they're
for
not.
sure.
They're totally real. Did you see what they did to that horse?
Poor horse.
And then I will move up my 30 feet. And that is that.
Okay. Bricks. There's some contention amongst the group as to the reality of these orcs. Do with that what you.
Bricks is going to move closer. And nope. He is going to try to see if they're real orc.
All right. Roll that will save. Those orcs are totally not real.
Oh,
For sure, not real orc.
well, all right then.
Do you communicate this to anyone else? Do you back Lerna up, or are you just like, yeah, they're not real, but just for me?
No, Lerner's right. They're illusory.
All right. This orc, his reality is going to go to here and chuck a javelin at Codiel. Oh man, these orcs are rolling gangbusters. 9 damage, Codiel.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Disbelieve it. You'll be fine.
Yes, but you also get another will save. Nah, they're definitely not real. You're fine.
Oh, okay. I guess they're not real. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused.
Lerna, you have 2 options. You can choose to attack the orcs like normal, even though they're not real to you. If you defeat them, that will help your allies who are still kind of convinced that they are real. Or you can go up to them and do something to give your allies a bonus to the save to try to prove that they're not real.
She will totally walk up to this orc and like grab its ears and just like wiggle them around, like reach up and like pull on the ears. Be like, look, fake orc, you're fine.
It's actually Old Man Jenkins. You pull his head off. Okay, so you do that. That gives anyone else who attempts that save a +2 bonus to attempt that save. But that is your turn, and the orc seems not pleased with this result, but he's not real, so who cares? Freya.
Well, it seems like you're kind of spoiling the fun. But he'll try to make his will save.
All right. They're not real.
And then can he help his horse, like, put the blinders on?
Oh, now that you have disbelieved it, you can sort of command your horse to, like, ignore them, and you're good.
Okay.
For this instance. In the future, that won't be the case, but for this special case, that is.
Come along, horse.
All right. So horse is just doing what you say, I gather?
Yes.
Okay. So Faye, you're the only one left. These orcs seem mighty real to you, but they seem awful convinced that they're not.
Wait, not real horse? No, real horse, fake
The orcs.
forks? Forks?
Fake.
Okay, forks. Can I see one from here?
Yeah.
Do my save?
Yeah, it doesn't block. It's a horse. You can see like parts of them around.
Peek around the horse.
Mm-hmm. They're still real.
No, they look pretty. They look pretty menacing. Look, the fangs and everything. No, real orcs.
Well, I mean, we should probably still kill them for the whole quest thing, but they can't hurt you.
Yeah, sure. They can't hurt me. Loads crossbow.
This orc runs up and tries to attack the horse, but it is ineffectual. This guy attempts to attack Lerna, but it is ineffectual. Codiel.
Oh, well, I mean, this one's here. So we're gonna go ahead and use our movement, and then we're gonna punch this guy.
Sure. That'll hit. And that causes that orc to fall down. And then he's
Poof.
poof. Excellent job. You're quite the valiant hero.
Nailed it.
Bricks. Bricks.
Bricks is thinking. I don't know. Bricks is just gonna walk up behind Lerna and just like chill.
Okay, you're just gonna hang out. That's fine.
I'll give her some personal space.
Okay, fair enough. This orc is gonna run up and try to stab Codiel, but it is ineffectual. Lerna.
You will fire at that orc that just came close.
Okay, so this is where fun fact of Pathfinder comes into play. Because he is engaged in melee with Codiel, you have a -4 to hit him. But you get a +1 from... It's -4, yeah, until you get precise shot. But you get a +1 from point blank shot, making it a net -3, meaning that's a 12, which does miss. Your shot goes wide because you're trying to avoid shooting Codiel in the back.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know the rules.
That is the thing, yeah. When you get precise shot, that is no longer a
So-
concern.
Okay, so when they're next to somebody,
-4. Yeah. Oh, the only exceptions to that is like if neither of them has a weapon out and they're just standing next to each other, you're fine. But that's probably never going to happen. Most of the time, if your allies engage in melee, you will take a -4 until you get precise shot.
okay,
Freya,
and that's another feat.
that is another feat. Yeah,
Okay.
which has point blank shot as a prerequisite. So that's why you have to take that one first.
So Freya will casually spin up another sling stone and huck it at the illusory orc in front of his horse.
Mm-hmm. You will also take the -4 because it's engaged in melee with your horse.
Dodger.
But that -4 will not matter, and that will delete this orc.
And Freya's like, "You go get that orc, horsey. Go get that orc."
All right. So now your horse is going to go try to kill the other orc.
Why not? And then he gets to, because he's a horse, he gets to have a bite attack.
He does. I've been bitten by a horse. It hurts.
Vicious bite attack.
Yeah, that hits.
And then he has a secondary natural attack of hooves.
Uh-huh.
And I was reading, and I didn't quite get what I get to add to it. I think I have it set up wrong.
Well,
That I will
roll
roll
it and
too
we'll
high
see.
here.
Probably.
Doesn't matter. Super low.
Super low, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that should be at a -3.
-3. Okay. And then half the damage boost. Or something.
Correct. Yeah. So well, -5 total, -3 modifier with what you have. But yeah. So -5 secondary natural attacks are made at a -5. You do get another one though. You have 2 hooves. So that
Oh, I used both hooves. Nice. Yeah, that one's
that
not
one
even,
also doesn't hit.
that's
so
not so
you're
good.
You're good. Okay. Faye.
I mean, I've seen you kill 2. And I spent all this time loading the crossbow, so I mean,
Might as well shoot him. That'll hit, and with that, you vanquish the last orc. And as you see it dissolve away in front of you, you're like, "Oh, I guess it wasn't real."
son of a bitch.
And with that, we are out of combat. The illusory orcs have been vanquished. Excellent work, heroes.
We level now?
No, you don't level, but
Nice, Casey.
But you do get some experience. Ooh.
Ooh.
So There's a very specific way this has to be on a pause for. So each of you gets 105 experience. Yay!
Woo!
Yay.
Write that on your character sheet. Where experience?
Where does experience go?
It goes.
Oh,
Additional.
there it is. I found it.
Okay.
2,000 experience for next level.
All right, so we're close.
What
You're
was
almost
it?
there.
Just gotta
105.
do that 19 more times.
105.
There we go.
Well, exciting.
That was fun.
That was a lot more fun than getting stabbed in the shoulder by an actual javelin.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, their weapons were fake too? Like all of them was just not here? Not real?
Why? Look at the horse. No javelin marks.
But didn't she take damage? No? Okay. No blood. Weird.
Bit of a faker.
You could perhaps roll a knowledge arcana check to see if your character knows about something like this.
I don't know.
I will roll a knowledge arcana check to see if my character knows anything about this.
I will also.
What a knowledge arcana check.
Okay.
That's
Both
fine.
of you know certain illusion spells, when believed fully by the target, can produce things that seem like real wounds, but upon disbelief, you realize were nothing but placebos. And in this case, Faye, you're pretty sure that's probably something the local wizard Holgast cooked up as a little fake test that couldn't actually hurt. Worst case scenario, you fell unconscious and he went over and woke you up. You were fine. So it was a nice, like, no risk way to give you a fake battle.
All right, let's continue.
All right. And you continue along the path for the rest of the day. It seems that this was the only. This is probably quite a powerful magic, and Holgast didn't have the energy to cook up another one. So the rest of the path continues uneventfully. You're just north of the. If you look at the map, the Gray Lake. When the sun starts going down, you decide we should probably find a place to camp. Do you want to push on through the night, or are you gonna take it easy, just camp for the evening?
Well, thinking back, what was it that the heroes did?
That would be a history check, a knowledge history check to know what the heroes did.
I feel like I'm more voicing this question out loud
Oh,
for
oh,
others to consider and possibly respond to.
Well, I think I remember something about the previous heroes, but I don't remember fake orcs. Definitely don't remember those. But maybe
Those were
I
probably real.
I don't know.
No,
They
you do know
probably-
something. You know that it took 4 days total for Kassen to return with the flame, and you also know that you have 5 days of rations you've each. So they expect this journey to be.
Got plenty of time. No need to rush. Besides, I kind of want to still find a way around this stupid ravine. If
I
possible.
mean, do any of us happen to remember? Is there a bridge?
They gave us a grappling hook.
They did give you a draft.
Grappling
They
hook
gave
is
us a
not a
grappling
bridge.
hook.
We're going to need to talk to them about their insurance.
So you guys would know the crypt is at the bottom of this. It's less a ravine and more like a large gorge or small valley. So you've got to get to the bottom of it either way.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
God damn it.
Not sorry.
I never thought you would be.
Are we supposed to be solemn through this whole thing? Because I don't think I could handle it.
Do I strike you as particularly solemn right now?
Well, Freya was saying it's supposed to be like a solemn affair.
Well, Kassen had a lot on his mind.
I mean, what goes up? What happens on the road stays on the road.
That doesn't really answer the question.
Now I'm going to have a lot on my mind.
I mean, as long as your mood is quiet, it can be good or bad, I suppose.
I vote for candor.
Candy?
I mean... So, we'll set up some camp.
Okay, so that's the plan. You're gonna set up the camp and rest for the night.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. As you guys are setting up camp, I need everyone to make me perception check.
Perception is for P.
Okay. Everyone but Brick and Sin hear howl far in the distance. As you're setting up camp and preparing dinner.
Like like far enough where it's not really a worry, or
Far away, you could maybe give me a survival check to see how far they are, to give you an estimate on as far as whether or not you could be concerned.
yeah.
You're not really sure. They're far. Far is such a relative step.
I hear howling.
Didn't they say something in town about, like, wolves? I mean, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the lamp, but...
Well, most forests have wolves. So it's not really that surprising. Not sure how far off they are, though.
Well, I'm sure if we keep the fire lit all night, keep somebody on watch, we'll be fine.
Okay. So that's the plan. Keep a watch, but not do anything else really drastic about it at the moment. Sort of keep
Well,
an eye on it.
Only one of us has light as far as I know, and I don't particularly want to go running off into the woods. I wish that upon any of you either.
Okay. So you guys continue setting up camp. You eat dinner. Do you chat about anything specific, or just chit chat, or nothing at all? You sit there in silence, quietly, saying it to each other.
Why'd you guys want to come out on this adventure?
Fresh air.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to light this lantern, and it's part of the town's traditions, and here we are. Also, leg stretching.
Yeah, mostly to get out and about. Also make sure nobody disturbed too much of the forest.
I feel like this group just needed a bit of rounding out.
Rounding out?
Yes, balance the scales, so to speak.
In what way?
in a not in a more, backseat kind of way, more a not a less of a volunteer and more of a everybody else kind of stepped back kind of way. Like the yin and the yang and the dark and the light, so on and so forth.
Hmm.
Your hair is very blonde. Is that a natural color?
I spend a lot of time out in the sun.
Yes.
You don't?
Can't just put her on blast like that.
Like her skin is super
Question.
pale, dark sunken eyes, dark hair, dark like clothing, armor stuff. She's just like gonna holds her hands up. It's like, no, I don't. I don't get out much like I used to.
Did something happen?
I don't quite remember yet.
Damn amnesia.
Probably, I mean, judging by my tone, probably, but yeah. I don't
You'd
know
rather
you
not
like
talk about it, right?
Yes, what he's yeah. Also, your hair. How do you get it to wave like that? Beautiful. And she says to Brix
It's natural.
as he like slow shakes his head or
Yeah.
oh, that's a campfire. I'm like, what is somebody drawing on the character?
Oh yeah, that's supposed to be. All right, so you guys chit chat for a while, then you head to bed. I'm assuming everyone's taking a watch. You're just spreading it out throughout the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so why doesn't everyone roll me a d20, please? Just straight d20, no
Poorly timed
modifiers.
spooky noise.
Just d20. Rolling a d20 is always spooky. All right, there we go. Faye, you have been chosen. You're on your watch. Oh, how do you spend your watch? Do anything specific, or just looking around, making sure no one eats your friends?
She's probably just spending it petting her fox and trying to keep him from shaking at all the scary sounds.
All the scary sounds. Well, I need you to make me a perception check as you sit there petting your fox and avoiding the spooky, what I think was supposed to be a wolf howl, but also sounded like an air raid siren.
I think that's 2 on top of that. I think if I entered it in right now.
But either way,
Either way,
that's
really
fine.
bad.
Not great. Not great.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. Yep. So, your watch is going by relatively uneventfully. You're minding your own business. You and the fox are kicking it. Chatting about philosophy or whatever it is you talk about. However,
Wait, does Fox get perception?
Fox should have stats. Certainly.
Fox should have stats.
So if Fox have stats, Fox have perception. Fox maybe roll perception?
Oh man, Fox sheet different. Hold on.
Fox sheet NPC sheet. Fox not person. I don't know why Fox caused me to speak like that, but it did. Okay.
Intelligence.
Okay, so you're sitting there petting your fox, and minding your own business. And at a certain point, your fox kind of stiffens up and looks off a little ways into the bushes and growls.
She will get up. Did the fox go a certain direction?
The fox didn't. No, the fox is like stood. I assume you're like holding
Right
him.
in place, yeah.
Right. He just stood up in place and is growling, like eyes staring off into the bushes, a little north of camp.
Okay. Assuming that we're like all laid out as we are, I trust my fox to know when something's up, and I also trust myself to know that I am squishy, so I will reach out to Kodil and shake him.
What? No, I just haven't.
Unnamed fox, smell something out there. Insert name here. Just
grab shield. Grab shield, nudge Lerna.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are things happening?
Scary thing in bushes, probably. I don't know, it's her fox. Pass it on.
Roll over and poke at Freya.
Boy.
Something's happening.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know, more adventure maybe?
Oh.
Apparently
Okay.
there's something in the bushes.
So. Wait, you woke me up and Brix, is this you?
What does that noise represent? Are you chucking something into the bushes?
No, I take my staff and I just kind of reaching over and trying to like see if I can reach Brix,
You're like fumbling around.
Yeah.
Like, is that like just poking at shapes on the ground?
He's poking at shapes on the ground, like the fire's going. Like he has
okay.
dark vision, he can see once he gets his eyes together, but he's like squinty,
just
like
woke
rubbing
up.
his eyes.
Okay, you poke around for a while, then eventually violently poke Brix in the back.
Oh. Something happening.
Yeah, Briggs. There's something going on in the bushes.
Shenanigans are afoot.
All right.
So, who saw what?
Lox is noticed something in the woods.
Oh. So, what did the fox say?
God
damn it.
damn it.
Fucking shit,
God
Casey.
damn it.
Hey, it was risk when I pick fox. Apologize.
God damn.
Anywho,
So, what's in the bushes?
I don't know. Can I like
Well, there's a
roll
way
something?
to find out, and he's already starting to spin up a
look?
sling.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you trying to look in there, Faye? Or are you gonna throw something in there? Or how are you checking? Or are you just letting Freya chuck something into the woods?
I preferably not. Like I'm trying to look at the fox's stuff and things while the slow train of waking people up happens. Does whatever it's sensing maybe have any kind of, I guess through its empathic link, I can send it out to go see something.
I mean, you would know through the empathic link. It has sensed something that it finds quite dangerous to the north. Because empathic link is like emotions.
Gotcha.
It's not like full thoughts.
Okay, so intrinsically knowing that, I would share that with the rest of the group. Just say, Lox has found something is dangerous out there, is coming closer. We may need to head it off. Don't think this one is fake. I mean, maybe, but probably not.
Oh, it's not foe? Okay. And Kodo will kind of shift towards the north side where I'm assuming the fox is staring and growling still.
Sure. And as Kodo you sort of shift to the edge of camp and like peer out and are like sort of like trying to take up a little bit of command of the situation, all of you hear 3 very loud, very distinct howls very close to camp. And by very close, some might say right next to. And by right next to, some might say
On a black screen,
here.
yes. Oh.
Here. And as they emerge from the bushes, snarling and angry. Well, not angry. Looking like they're going to eat you. Or attempt at least.
Can I draw my weapon now?
We'll say that you probably drew it because you thought something dangerous was around. That's fair.
Okay.
I'll
pull up my longsword.
But
Is
now...
that fair for everybody?
Yes, I think that's fair for everyone. You thought
Please
something
and thank
dangerous was
you.
around. It's natural that you would pull out your weapons. But we need to roll initiative.
In it.
Bricks, what's your dex?
Dex is 14.
Okay, Wolf goes. Yeah. All right, that's
God,
everyone. Okay, wolves. This wolf lunges over this rock, comes over to here, and bites Freya, or at least attempts. Does not manage to. Freya managed to dodge out of the way of its snarling jaws. This wolf comes down here and attempts to bite Codiel. Codiel, you're not quite as lucky. That is 4 damage. And what is your CMD? It stands for Combat Maneuver Defense.
CMD 17.
17. Okay. It bites your leg and tries to rip you off your feet, but you manage to stand strong and don't get pulled over. Bricks.
Bricks is going to shift in and take a strike with his longsword.
Go for it. That'll hit. For 6 damage. The wolf yelps as you cut into its side. Any swift actions? I don't think you do.
No, I don't have any.
All right. Freya.
Okay. So a 5-foot step is a free action that does not incur an attack of opportunity, right?
Correct.
All right, so I can step back here,
Uh-huh.
and then I can try and wampus it with my sling.
Correct. But in a -4 because Bricks is
Right, because Bricks is a monster.
Bricks is a monster.
I am not a monster.
The -4 does not matter, and that 1 damage. Oh boy. That 1 damage is brutal.
Hey, it's 1 more than I would have done if I hadn't done it.
That is so true.
And then go get him, horsey.
Okay. Codiel.
So this wolf is trying to knock me down. I don't like that crap. We're gonna martial flexibility. We're gonna flex into improved grapple, and then attempt to grapple this wolf.
Oh, I see. You decided to go
I only
hard.
have 1 free hand. I don't know what that does to it. Because I still have shield on.
Still have your shield. All right. Well, you have chosen the most complicated, so give me a second.
Oh, of course.
Give me a second. It'll be a relearning experience for me and a learning experience for everyone else. Here we go. Okay, so what you need to do, you take a -4 without your free hand to your CMB check to try to grapple this wolf.
And we're going to go ahead and put in a -4 on the CMB. And close that up. And then send it.
Okay. 19 is still good. That will still grapple the wolf. So, because you and the wolf are now grappled, which means you're both easier to hit, and the wolf can't leave until it either wiggles out of your grasp, or you let it go. So that's when we get to next turn is when grappling starts to get a little bit more complicated. But for right now, that's what that means. It's easier to hit. as are you, because you're holding on to it. And that's where we're at right now. Lerna.
She's gonna fire at this wolfie over there.
Roll it. You get a +1 to hit and damage because it's within 30 feet.
Yep.
All right. Is that +1 taken into account, or should I just add it?
Yes, I made a separate one just to.
Beautiful. Okay, then that definitely hits and does 7 damage. Bloodies that wolf. All right. Anything else?
Going to. She's gonna dodge around this way to keep her distance from said wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Like around the fire.
Sure.
20, 25. Bang. There.
All right. So you guys hurt, and this wolf thinks that maybe this horse is a little bit easier to deal with. So on its turn, it runs over there and is going to try to attack horse.
No!
I was going to succeed, dealing 3 damage to horse.
No!
But the horse is going to manage to keep horses and not fall over. Horse.
Horse is going to bite. Probably not.
Not going to hit, unfortunately, for horse.
Horse is going to stomp.
Yep. Nope.
Meh?
No. Unfortunately not. Horse flails around valiantly, but does not damage the wolf.
I'm not sure it was valiant.
He tried. Faye.
All right. I might not do this right, but I'm going to take a 5-foot step back as things start to close in. And then for my action, I am going to look at the one that Codil has grappled, and I'm going to Evil Eye for attack rolls.
For attack rolls, okay. So it's got to make a Wisdom save, DC 14, or Will save 14. It fails, so it is cursed.
Will save, more like won't save.
Oh, fucking got him!
Oof.
Nice one. Good joke.
And then, since I took a 5-foot step, I still technically have a move action. And for my move action, can I load my crossbow?
Absolutely. To be honest, I assumed it was loaded when you pulled it out and you were getting ready. Yeah, because I feel like you're not going to pull out a crossbow and then stand around with it not loaded, expecting danger.
I don't know how this works. Do I throw it at them or what?
Yeah,
okay.
So we can say you have it loaded.
Cool, then I will just move a little bit more.
Pause. If you 5-foot step, you cannot use your move action to move. 5-foot step locks you into only moving that 5 feet.
But you can use your move action for other things.
For other things, right.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Then
that's that, unless you have something in move action specific.
No, I mean I could cackle, but like this thing's not gonna last 3 rounds, so
All right. This wolf is gonna bite at Bricks. Bricks gets hit for 2 damage. And what is your CMD, Bricks?
13.
13. Bricks goes down.
No, Bricks.
So Bricks, you are tripped. Fall on the ground. Not ideal.
Wait, what?
That means anything attacking you with melee gets a +4 to hit you. And standing up in Pathfinder takes a move action and provokes attacks of opportunity. So, something to be aware of. Yeah. That wolf up there is going to try to wriggle out because it really hates the fact it's grabbed. So it's just going to make a straight dex check. What is your CMD, Codiel?
CMD is 17.
17. Okay, so basically, he tries to wriggle and does not wriggle successfully. When someone has you grappled, you can try to do a CMB check to take control of the grapple and drop it, or you can roll an escape artist or just straight dex if you don't have escape artist check to try to just wiggle out of the grapple. So that's something to keep in mind, Codiel. If you grapple something big and scary, it might reverse it on you, and then you're the one who's grappled. But this wolf does not do that; it's just stuck there, and that takes its action, its standard action, so it can't move. So that is its whole turn. It just sort of whines pitifully. Bricks, you are on the ground.
Bricks is gonna drink a vial.
Okay.
Bricks is gonna Hulk out.
Okay.
All
right, so +2 to AC, +4 to strength, -2 to int. What does that look like, Bricks?
You just see Bricks just like on the ground chug something real quick, and he just kind of expands a little bit. It's strange, and his like he's wearing like a kind of an overcoat, and it just like the buttons on the front just kind of open up just a little bit, and it's his eyes kind of go a little bit grayish.
Okay.
And Bricks is going to try to... Now, that's my standard action. Bricks is going to try to stand up.
Okay. So, bite you, but is going to miss. So you are able to stand up without taking any damage. Or, worse yet, getting hit again and then getting tripped again.
Yeah.
The cycle.
Is this something we're aware that Bricks could do, or is this a surprise?
I have no idea.
It depends on if you have a pre-established relationship with Brick, I suppose. I know we did not flesh out these characters overly much because they might be disposed of in a session or two. So you can choose to see that how you see fit.
You're right there.
What? Are you talking to me?
Not anymore.
Fred, it's your turn.
I think maybe just one more 5-foot step. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Just maybe just for fun.
Just to, I've seen people look like that after a bee sting. You want to be careful with it. And then he'll fire a slingshot, an attack with a sling,
right?
Towards the wolf on the horse.
Wolf on horse, got it.
Wolf on horse, sling.
That will miss, unfortunately.
And that will be it.
All right, Codiel.
So how about we upgrade from grapple to pinned?
Sure. So you first things first. Before you do anything, you need to make me a CMB check to maintain the grapple. This happens at the beginning of every turn. You start with grappling something. So you lost the grapple. The wolf wriggled out, and the grapple is gone.
Boo.
So yeah. So the way this works is you've started your turn grappling someone. As a standard action, you maintain the grapple. Which you didn't succeed at. If you had succeeded at it, you could then move grappled to pin.
Got him.
Okay, but because you didn't succeed, the wolf was able to wriggle free, and that was that. So you are no longer grappled.
Cool.
Grappling the wolf.
+2. Sorry, because I swapped to improve grapple. It's technically +2. I'm assuming that doesn't matter.
That doesn't make a difference in this. No.
Okay. Then I will. Pooper scooper. Move action. Take off my shield, so I can probably do this right next time. And then I will 5-foot step back towards the group.
Sure. Lerna.
With him prone, does that change anything with the ability to shoot at?
It would, but no one's prone right now.
Oh, he stood up?
Yeah, he stood up.
Okay. But if he was still prone, would that change the?
No, because he still
No.
threatens this wolf. He still has a sword out and can still hit it. It
Uh,
would make him harder to hit with your ranged weapon if you chose to do that, but
No. She's going to go for that wolfie anyway.
sure.
Blam.
That'll hit. Well, definitely. Wolf is not looking great, but is still alive.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Wolf. That's me. I don't know why I said that expecting someone else to do something. That wolf is going to attack horse. A horse is going to take 2 damage. And he's going to try to trip it again and unsuccessfully do that. Are you tracking the horse's health, Casey?
A little.
That's a hard no, isn't it?
That's a bit of a hard no. I thought you were applying it. I didn't realize you weren't.
No, I was treating it as like your token. So he's taken, I think, 5 damage so far.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 damage.
That sounds like the right amount.
So yeah,
Track now.
bloodied. Horse.
Horse. Horse would like to do some biting and some stomping.
Sure.
All right, horse. I believe in you.
That'll hit. That wolf is still alive, but just barely.
All right, and then the first of the stomps.
Nope.
And the second stomp.
Nope.
Come on, horse.
The greatest battle in history is going on between wolf and horse.
That is
that
it
is
for the
horses.
horse.
Okay, Faye.
So how does it work? Like if I was to move behind Freya or Free or whoever to shoot at the wolf that's on the horse, would
it would have cover.
Okay, but from here, not so much. Or
I'd say you can. I'd say you can shoot.
Okay.
Like there might be a technical cover there, but I don't care.
Hey, Sean.
What's up?
A quick technical tactical question.
Sure.
Would it be like common practice and common sense for the horse to like 5-foot step back so people could make ranged attacks better?
Yeah.
Okay, I will remember that next time.
Yeah. So that is before learning its precise shot.
Got it.
That is helpful. Yeah. But Faye, so you're shooting at this one?
Yeah. So I'll look over at Codil and be like, "Why did you let it go? Get back up there!" And I'll turn and be like, "Your horse is not doing so good."
Did you apply that -4? No, you didn't. That misses, unfortunately.
Boo. And 5-foot step.
Sure. All right.
And
Wolf.
do I have a move action? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, you still have a move action. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Reload crossbow.
Cool. All right. This wolf is going to attack Bricks again. Is going to miss Bricks. This wolf is going to 5-foot step to here and attack Codiel. And miss Codiel. Bricks.
Longsword attack against the wolf that's in front of me.
Alrighty. That'll hit and kill that wolf. Wolf dead.
And then I'm going to 5-foot step into there.
Okay. Freya, get right in all those.
So also now there's a hulking Bricks and a hulking horse between me and what was intending to shoot at. So
right.
Instead, I'll kind of 5-step over this way and huck a rock at the wolf up here.
All right. Roll it.
Come on, sling. Nope.
Ow, do you mind?
No.
Faye. Yeah, that'll be that.
Okay. Luckily, Pathfinder doesn't have any rules about hitting people that are cover for attacks. Or if they do, I've forgotten them. So lucky you.
Yay!
Codiel.
Codiel, I mean, it was nice, like, wrangling this guy, and that was fun, but
Sure.
why don't we just punch him?
Oh, you're not gonna wrestle him anymore?
More logical.
All right, that's fine. You'll do 6 damage.
Right in the snoot.
Oh, I know,
Like
it's
that,
so
you-
boring.
You boop the shit out of that snoot.
5 foot step back.
All right, Lerna.
Going to scoot up, get a good view on this guy. Since she does not feel confident enough trying to thread the needle to continue on this guy down there.
That's fair.
Boing.
All right. Unfortunately, that will miss.
Dang it!
It's a little too low. Yeah.
She stomps in frustration.
All right. This wolf. Brick's just hit it in the face real hard. Wolf. Actually, Wolf. No, Wolf. Wolf is not going to do that. Wolf is going to take the withdraw action and run away. Over to here specifically. Very wounded. Wolf has decided you're too strong to try to eat, and wants no part of you. Horse. So withdraw. Just for clarification, withdraw is no attacks for opportunity.
Run away!
Noted.
Disengage.
It is the same as disengage.
essentially.
I think horse is just gonna have itself a little lay down.
Fair enough.
Just lean against a tree. Just like.
It's actually not healthy for horses to lay down. But-
Yeah, that's why I changed it to lean against a tree.
Fair enough. Faye.
One is running away. Oh,
One
no.
is running.
Can I possibly even see that thing? Like, how much how much negative would that be?
This
tried
one right
shooting.
here.
Yeah.
It would just be a -2.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, just regular cover.
I'm trying to add the temporary minus thing. See if
Sure.
it does this right.
Let's see. It did apply the -2. Although you went up to +6. Oh, you put in ranged and dex together, which is ranged is your dex already. So you don't need both. But it was a 16 on the die, +3 -2 is a 17 to hit, which does hit. And it does kill this wolf.
Nice.
Oh, neat. Okay, well, that
So
worked out
wolf
well.
is dead.
All right, your horse okay? 5 foot step.
You'll get along.
Reload crossbow. All right, one more.
All right. This wolf is still going to continue to. It has not. It hasn't given up yet. Trying to get you, Codiel. Nope. Bricks.
Thinking.
Sure.
Oh, thought.
That'll hit, and that is enough to cleave the wolf in half. And wolf dies. And with that, the forest falls silent. And you are out of danger.
Huzzah.
And in some dinner.
Hey, look at all these wolf steaks you got.
What? I thought Wolf was the name of one of the wolves.
It was the wolf clan of wolves, actually. So they were all wolves.
Oh, I mean, common misconception. My apologies.
Right,
Wolf
yeah,
wolves.
Naturally.
The wolves.
Yeah, exactly. But you're out of danger.
Question.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think of it earlier. Retrieving arrows. Is that
You-
is that
any-
a thing?
Any that hit are gone. Any that miss, you get half back. So you want to count up your misses, divide by 2, and that's how many arrows. To be honest, don't try. Okay. You're just like, oh, I'm retrieving them, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then I never look at how many arrows you have, and it's fine. Like, I'm not. I don't care. We might care in Kingmaker proper, because that's like a survival thing. But right now, no. Okay, so I need to bring up something important. Healing in Pathfinder works very differently. If you all were to go to bed right now, those of you who are injured would regain a whopping 1 hit point. Every night you rest, you regain your level in hit point. If you want to take like long-term care and make heal checks, you can regain more. But if you want to go into this crypt tomorrow, perhaps some magical healing might be appropriate. You are about to sleep, so if anyone has any healing spells, they will be returned to you tomorrow morning.
So that brings up an interesting question. Would you say there are any berries about during this season?
I think you could maybe get some fall berries. Sure.
Ooh,
Cranberries are a notable fall berry.
Ooh,
I don't think you could find
wandering in a bog.
Exactly. You go to the nearby bog. You're near a lake. There could be bogs around.
Could be bog berries.
Yeah.
So with that, I will try and cast my good berry.
Okay. You don't have spell failure, so don't worry about that.
You know, it says I do, but that's fine.
Because you would, like, if you were an arcane spellcaster, but you're not one of those wimpy arcane spellcasters. You're a divine spellcaster. Don't give a shit.
Hey.
I don't give no cares. I have 7 berries which I can give to people who I like.
So that is 7 points of healing, which is actually exactly as much as everyone took, not counting horse.
So that means I've got 2 points of healing for people who aren't horse.
Amazing how that works.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, horse would get, if you healed Brix and Codiel to full, horse would get 1 point of healing.
So since everybody's going to be taking a nap and they're going to get 1 hit point back for their nap.
Sure.
Then that would be everybody gets. You feel better. You still got a little headache. Okay, then you don't get this last one.
I have a question.
Sure.
So the alchemist spells, are they only allowed to be self-cast?
Yeah, until you get the special infusion that allows you to use them on others.
I don't ever plan on taking that.
Then no, you can only ever use them on yourself.
I am going to mix up a quick thing and drink it myself.
Okay.
So I'm all set. Heal your horse.
Is that thing a cure light wounds?
That thing is the preparation and casting of a cure light wounds.
Okay. All right. So you're at full health. So if you assume 1 point of healing, you have exactly enough good berries to bring horse and Codiel to full health.
Yay!
Because Codiel would need 3 and horse would need 4. That totals 7. So
math.
Eat your berries.
Welcome to Pathfinder. Math.
So,
to be honest, you have to do that.
Eat your berries.
Yeah, eat your berries. That's important.
So Brix, what was that magic potion you took?
Brix is still massive.
So Brix, what was that magic?
It's a concoction.
Well, clearly, made you real big or muscly. What did it do to you? Exactly?
Made me strong.
Made you simple. Okay, we'll talk later.
I'm not quite as simple as it might seem. I'm just, I don't know, maybe a little angry.
Yes. What exactly is that liquid? Is it you specific or?
Me specific.
Okay, your special kind of Kool-Aid.
It's my special juice.
Your special juice. Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. That's a good skill to have.
Industry term is a mutagen.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes, give me 8 more minutes.
That looks hard on a body.
It's actually fine.
She doesn't look convinced, but...
So what is it, like grape flavored or?
Strawberry.
Good choice. So, Cold Deal, why did you let go of the wolf? What was that about? You grapple it, you hug it, and then you let it go?
Well, sometimes they get a little bit wiggly, and whatever you do fibbity-voppity-vooped onto it didn't really help.
You mean the help? The thing that stuck on it until it was dead. Yes, okay. Sure. Did not help. Got it.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. Or
I mean-
disagree to disagree. Just don't wibbly-wobbly whoop me and look me with that weird-ass eye.
Uh-huh. Don't give me a reason to. I won't. So that was fun. Everybody's awake now. Sorry about that.
I'll get back to sleep in a minute. Anyone want to give me a hand with the wolves? And he's like over there, like gut, skin, layout, cook.
I mean,
Bricks will help. Bricks has 16 strength right now. Bricks will tear a wolf apart.
Oh. I've only ever seen that done with a rabbit.
Going to ask for some of that fur, but now it's all mangled and disgusting. Okay.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Do you wish to collect food and or pelts from wolves?
Yes, please.
That would be a survival check.
Lerna can help.
And Lerna also needs to make me a survival check then. Because the way you help a Pathfinder is you roll the check, and if you get at least a 10, you help.
Bricks has declared he's doing this with a -1 survival.
Excellent. Please, I'll roll. So Lerna helps. Bricks also helps. Making that a 29. Okay, so you get the equivalent of 5 more days of trail rations from the wolves and 3 good condition wolf pelts. I'm just calling them wolves at the
Wolves.
but that is what you get from the. You notice as you're doing it, they were probably the reason they probably attacked you is they seem a little on the starved side. You probably could have gotten a little bit more if they were not quite as lean, but you work with what you got. It'll make good jerky. But with that, anyone else want to do anything before you head back to bed and finish the night out? No? Okay. It feels like this is a good point for a break. So it's roughly halfway through the session.
Yay.
So we'll take a break, and then when we return, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Casey, could you turn up the music, please, for the break?
Could.
I apologize. I don't have a break screen. I barely have an overlay, so just, hang in there, guys. But thanks for watching. And thanks for liking Sean. We like him too.
Yay.
And he's already gone getting more stress pretzels.
No, he's still here.
The stress
Oh.
pretzels.
I appreciate the kind words.
Curiously small. Was not expecting that in the music. Curiously small number of just like forest combat scenes in Sirenscape at the moment.
That's odd.
Yeah, I was really expecting like more like click forest battle. Nope.
Yeah, so the whole Discord overlay is going to need to be redone for horizontal, which I remember being a giant pain in Duckus. Sad face.
Huh?
The Discord overlay was previously vertical. Now it needs to change to be horizontal.
It'll be super simple. We'll work it out.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine. But
I did have confirmation from Kyle that he doesn't have to. It fits. So, what he has on his screen is what shows up. So, it's not ginormous, but it, is progress.
It fits, it sits.
Fits, it sits. Plus, easily transitionable if and when cameras come into place.
Ooh.
Does that mean I'll have to put pants on?
No. I mean, I don't want to. I hope you don't GM like with the camera pointing at your crotch the whole time. That'd be a little
but what
weird.
if I stand up to get more stress pretzels?
I mean,
They'll
there's
see
usually
my Simpsons themed boxer briefs.
Of course.
I don't know why Simpsons. I don't actually own any Simpsons themed boxer briefs. Just to be clear.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get this move action being an action sort of like.
It takes some getting used to. It definitely does.
Oh, hey, Sean.
What up, dog?
Sling in one hand, quarterstaff in the other. Valid?
Maybe I have to check.
Like, I was trying to look it up and figure out like how many actions it would take me to get from I'm holding a sling till I'm holding a staff so I could hit something. I was like,
no,
it seems like
because
a lot.
because you have to load your sling.
Ah, okay. So that would be one action to change out the weapon, and then next turn I could womp things.
Correct.
Okay.
You could drop the sling, move action, pull out your quarterstaff, and womp things if they're in melee with.
Okay.
Can the internet hear us right now? I never forget if they can hear us on break.
Yes, they can.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. I was going to tell a work story, but it's probably not appropriate for the internet to hear. So I'll save it for later. Just to titillate you, internet.
He's been waiting to click that all day. Kyle's not really giving a damn.
Yes, but
no, I've been trying to stay away from the Foley because it like that wolf. I'm not sure where that wolf howl came from. I'm like, I didn't click that. I don't know what did it.
It was so aggressive.
It's worked in like extra loud, and you're like, oh, did not expect that.
Yeah, there's one or two I was like, I don't think I did that, but okay.
I've been hearing a weird echo, and it's like only when Ben talks, so I don't know if it's part of the thing. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
I'm wondering if maybe Sam's listening in the other room or something, and we're picking it up.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe that's it.
That is because it does seem to be behind.
Yeah.
Us, right?
Oh, are you still hearing it, by the way?
I did in that moment.
Not all the time, but sometimes, and it's very far back away from you, and very.
That might be exactly what was going on.
Okay, cool. Like I'm like, what setting is it? Who is it? Is it Kyle? Is it?
In which case,
she did just go home.
Oh no! I
Bye,
just waited too long. Bye.
She's probably still listening in the car. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. We love you.
I love you
specifically.
Join
us. Join
One of us.
Okay. I mean, we've got the couples campaign going. That'll kick in.
Couples campaign?
This is a couples campaign?
Yeah, there was an unintentional couples campaign.
Unintentional, Casey. Come on.
It wasn't intentional when I started.
Yeah, you fucking
like,
harvested that.
I was like, yeah, I'm running with it now. It's like, what better place to bring couples than lovely, lovely Ravenloft?
Excellent. Use their love against them, Casey.
That
Tear them apart.
exploring some of the other domains in the demi-plane of dread. Good old Forlorn.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So true, Kyle.
Every time, what could go wrong? Always the right answer.
I got a message from such
I'm having trouble sorting out the progression of chat messages in the Twitch chat right now.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Reading up from the bottom, I'm like, I see I'm 21, and I keep going up, and something about seeing people in their underwear. I'm like, what's the age have to do with it? I mean, how old do you have to be before that's acceptable? Is that like ultra porn?
Boxers only is more porn than totally naked.
It's true. It leaves them. It's like, ooh, what's under there? Is it another pair of Futurama boxers? Who knows?
Oh,
Or is
nice.
it some form of eldritch horror?
Yeah.
I only see one tentacle.
Casey,
Blech.
come on.
Casey, you're not looking fourth dimensionally. Come on.
There's a 21-year-old in here, Casey. We got to behave.
Quote, behave, end quote.
Hey, I restrained myself from telling my story on here because I'm trying to behave, Kyle.
Nope, not doing the regretful decision here. It's not happening.
What would the regretful decision be, Kyle? You've never regretted a decision, Kyle.
I think inquiring after it would be...
Oh. It's just because it involves explaining a lot about my job. A little bit about my job, and it's not something Stream wants to hear.
Could you explain about your job in about 2 hours when I'm trying to go to sleep?
Yeah, I mean,
I would love it.
I took, what's 8 times 4?
32?
32. I took 32 hours of classes about my job recently. I didn't fall asleep.
I don't have a witty retort to that.
Fine.
I mean, I had to take like 18 hours of food management courses, and I also managed not to fall asleep, so I guess to each their own.
I remember doing that. I had to do that when I bartended for a little while. Like the serve safe or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Is everyone back? Are we all here?
I'm just waiting on Sin to pop back.
Of course.
Well, we gotta rotate, and if Twitch chat's blowing up, it's not like we're gonna just walk around and then walk into our dog while trying to respond in Twitch chat.
That's really specific.
I also like that
okay?
you need to have a beard this long. Well done, Twitch.
But Kyle, is your dog okay?
Yeah, my dog's okay because I wasn't typing in Twitch chat and tripping over her.
Okay, good.
Yeah, exactly.
How have you never sent us a picture of your dog, Kyle?
Well, how come you don't send us pictures of your llama every day, Sean?
I send them
every day.
As I get.
There's
don't
more
go...
pictures of Bella?
No, there's not any more pictures of Bella. He's trying to... I wondered why we never got pictures of dog that you guys have.
So, out of curiosity, Sean, you realized you could monetize this and just put a little webcam out there and just Twitch stream
I would watch
Bella.
that all day.
Oh my god,
But then you... Well, Bella's not on her own. There's other animals in there.
Yeah, that's going to be... Oh, no. More animals on screen. Do you
Right, but here's
the
the problem. But then someone... It's all fun and games until someone sees a uterine prolapse, and then it's not fun anymore.
You just drag that off screen.
It's too heavy to drag off screen, Casey. I know.
Hold this for me.
You joke, but that was my job. That was my job, Casey.
I just wanted pictures of cute Bella. Damn it.
There's actually also piglets right now. We can stream the piglets. They're pretty cute.
Yes.
I might be the weird one in the room right now, but I don't think I would be grossed out by a uterine prolapse.
It was surprisingly ungross after the initial shock. But I've already told this story on stream. You can go back in the VODs if you want to find the story of the uterine prolapse.
I didn't label it, so don't go looking for that.
You've got to watch all the VODs then. Sin.
Yeah, it's one of them special nuggets.
It's one of them special nuggets.
Just to let you guys know. Go, Sean, go.
I'm trying to titillate the audience into watching all of the YouTube videos, said.
Oh,
this is free marketing for you.
Oh, that's crazy talk. Watch them on Twitch. Oh, but you got to be a subscriber to watch them on Twitch.
Oh, you got to be a subscriber then. It looks like you're not to subscribe. There's no YouTube channel. Just to be clear, no YouTube channel. You have to watch them on Twitch, and you must subscribe first.
No, there's a YouTube channel. It's just, that's where we put Sean's games, where he's like, I'm going to DM for about 5 to 8, and then I'm going to leave.
Hey, I had to leave for personal reasons that you're well aware of.
Twice.
Throw me under the bus.
Twice.
It was at the same time. It was the same time. I left at the same time. I left once.
This music got weird.
Okay, all right. Everyone's back. I hear everyone. We're back. We delve back into the world of Galarian, of Pathfinder 1E, because we're weirdos who are playing 1E after 2E has come out. And you awake the next morning.
Serious with this music, Casey.
I am a very serious DM, and I demand to be taken seriously. But no, you guys wake the next morning, break camp, and set off. And it's not long before you come across the lake. The trees begin to thin, revealing a field of short green grass that leads to the shores of a wide, calm lake, reflecting the overcast sky above. A dense fog hangs over the center of the lake, obscuring the far side. Near the shore, a dark form lies next to the water.
What shape?
How big of a dark form?
Could
Does
you
it
perhaps
smell?
give me a perception check to see it without going closer?
I suppose.
To make out details, I guess. You see the form. But,
like people, rowboat, Loch Ness monster size.
Well, as we learned from Loch Ness monster, sometimes one thing looks like other things.
I mean,
I think a perception check is in order. Without getting closer. If you got closer, you don't need to make a perception check. But if you want to see from afar, Freya, all of you, can tell that is a person. What looks to be a rotting person.
Gross.
Oh no. And Lerna will approach. Is there any obvious cause of death?
Yes, a large portion of his side is completely missing. And it doesn't look like from scavengers. As you're looking, the body is pretty intact. I mean, it's rotting, but it hasn't been picked clean like you would expect. It's just lying there, slowly rotting in the sun, with a large portion of its right side completely removed, as if something came up and bit it. And
yeah, Briggs takes about 3 or 4 big fuck off steps away from the water.
Well, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like something came out from the lake for a nibble.
You say nibble, I say half a torso.
Do I, could I roll anything to know if I've heard of any, giant monsters at Grey Lake?
And
that
also,
would be a... Oh, yeah, continue.
Well, I was gonna say, if there's a way to know if he's from the town or if...
Sure, absolutely. Both of those
through.
things are things. A DC, or not DC, a knowledge local check to know if he's from the town. A knowledge nature check to know, does anything live in the Grey Lake? Okay, Faye, you've never really heard... There's stories occasionally of people seeing things in Grey Lake, but people come here and fish relatively regularly, and you've never heard of anyone dying here. So this is pretty unusual. Lerna, you examine the man and discover he's not from the town as far as you're able to tell. He's got clothes that look like it was bought in probably the nearest large city. He's dressed with the gear was probably once like a form of leather armor or something like that. It's right away. It's useless at this point. But he doesn't look like anyone from.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't just leave him here.
Well, you talking
Are
like a
they?
burial?
Is it human person?
It's humanoid. If you want more, you'll have to make me a heal check. Because he's,
Heal?
again, heal, yeah. He's kind of rotten. Some might say
There.
goopy.
Ew.
He's some kind of humanoid. Could be human, could be orc, could be elf. You're really not sure. He's also been dead for quite some time. So that makes it quite difficult to tell. At least a few months, you're sure.
Well, it feels wrong to just leave him here like this.
I mean, dead's dead, right? Like, isn't like you gotta get reclaimed by nature or some shit? Like, you know, soon.
Well, yes. But would you want your body laying out by a lake where no one knows where you are?
Did we? Okay, out of character, I guess. Did we search it? Does it have? Does he? It.
If you want to
body
search
have
him, that'd be a
clothes?
perception check. I mean, he's got clothes on. They're mostly rotted away at this, but he has clothes on.
Perhaps he has wallet or ID or something.
That'd be a perception check to search the body.
How close is the closest person? Like, has anyone touched it yet?
I assume Lorna got pretty close to examine to figure out if it's human or not. But probably hasn't touched him.
If I have my fox near me, do I get the plus to perception?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can just put that in temp, right? Okay, I think I did that right.
All right, 15. Okay, you don't find a wallet. You do find a pouch with a bunch of gold in it, and a very nice short.
A very nice short what?
Short sword.
It's a stabby blade for one of you.
Some might call it a masterwork short sword, which in Pathfinder means +1 to hit.
Well, he has money, but we don't know. We're not any closer to figuring out who he is. I mean, without knowing exactly how he preferred to be, taken care of once he passed, I'd say burying him is decent enough. It'll keep the animals from finding his body. Are there... I'm probably the wrong person to ask this because I can't roll something for it, but like, are there animal tracks? Like, why haven't animals come in here for this
quest? You can roll survival to see if any animals have come in. It doesn't look like he's been
standing up and gesturing to other people. Why haven't they?
Oh, I can take a look.
Yeah. She's distraught over finding a poor dead person.
That was a rich dead person, to be specific.
Yeah, 87 gold, rich to be specific. But yeah, you don't see any tracks or anything. I mean, he didn't look like he'd been picked at, which is surprising because you're pretty sure he's been dead for a few months, and most scavengers would have been on him in a few days.
Unless they know something we don't about coming close to this lake.
I mean, you guys are close to the lake at this point, and nothing's happened.
So I'll get out my dead body poking stick.
Sure.
And
give the dead body now.
Yeah, give the dead body a poke or two.
Sentences always start like that are good.
And then, assuming no like immediate response. And we took the short sword and the goodies off the body at this point?
I assume so, yeah.
I flung the sword towards the swordy type people, but I'm holding on to the gold. I didn't try and stealthily pocket it, but trying to.
Who is the swordy type people? That's
I don't know, one of the big ones.
I can actually use a short sword.
I don't think that I can use a short sword.
Okay.
Fair
So
enough.
yeah, it's a short sword with +1 to hit. Kyle, masterwork. Mark it as masterwork because
Got
that's
it.
significant.
So then we'll do a little survival check here.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're doing the survival check, we'll be putting the staff underneath the body and then levering the body up and flopping it over to see if there's anything underneath it, behind
Gross.
There is nothing underneath it, behind it. You also see no animal tracks.
Huh.
However, you do notice underneath his body, there's a bunch of bugs that are all dead.
Dead bugs?
Right. As if bugs descended on him to eat him and then died.
Oh. What's the trick to detect, like, poison?
There is a spell called Detect Poison.
Oh.
You could also make a heal check, perhaps.
Given my favorite enemy, just looking if there's a roll I can make.
which is
Undead.
He is not undead. So you're pretty sure of that. He's just regular dead.
Could
Like
this
he's not going
possibly-
to eventually get up at us the night falls or something.
No, you don't think so. No.
You would think the flipping over would have instigated any.
Right, he would have been like, "Hey, what the hell?
Hey, what? Come on."
Taking a nap here."
Well, I mean, I think it could be poisoned.
I could check that out like tomorrow, but not right now. Does it look magical at all?
No, there's no evidence of magic.
Okay. I can do a heal check to see if I can tell. I'm pretty good at it usually, but he does kind of smell.
Scanning the lake, like
Mhm.
if something large took a bite out of him
Uh-huh.
and he's poisoned, is there any some of appropriate size, perhaps floating dead in the lake somewhere, or is it a huge lake that we?
I mean, it's a sizable lake, and much of it is covered at mist at this early hour. So you can't really see across the lake or anything at this point. You can see maybe 30 or 40 feet into the water, and then that's it.
Mm.
I heard tales of a heal check. 17. Okay. You examine the body, you look around, you poke around on where he got bitten, and you notice evidence that when he was bit, sections of the flesh around the bite wound started to die very quickly, indicating to you there was probably poison in this bite. And while he definitely was probably going to die from the bite, the poison is probably keeping scavengers from eating his corpse.
So she'll kind of have knelt down, like at that moment in Jurassic Park when the one archaeologist is digging through the big pile of poo. She's like, "Yeah, looks like there was poison in this. It's why the bugs died instantly when they started to feed on him. The animals, they know this."
That's one great big pile of shit.
That's not very nice. He's not even buried yet. Well, it was something to somebody. I mean, there's about 87 gold in here.
Safe to touch?
I mean, I just felt him a bit to tell the poison, so as long as you don't plan on eating him a little bit, I think it's fine.
Well, I was worried about you too.
Oh, thank you. No.
On that note, Frey's like, "Huh," and then he'll kind of hunker down, and he'll cast Purify Food and Drink on the corpse.
Okay. Gross. I think you might be limited by the fact he's larger than the spell can affect.
Freya, we have rations.
You know, I've got a short sword just over there.
Yeah, he's larger than 1 cubic foot.
Yeah, so we're gonna use the short sword to reduce him into cubic foot pieces.
You can do that, sure.
I
understand not a part of this.
what you're trying to do, but I don't think that's appropriate.
Well, this is the only safe way I can think of to return him to nature. If we bury him like this, he'll just be killing the plants and the animals for years.
Right, but how long will it take you to chop him up into little bits.
And so he's like a 6 foot tall person.
Yeah, pretty standard
And
height.
so 6 feet tall by maybe 2 feet wide equals 12 castings. And I think each casting takes like 6 to 10 seconds.
Correct. Yeah, so like a minute
2
of
minutes.
casting and some time chopping.
Oh, I'm sure Bricks over there can take care of that. One swing each.
I mean, it might be more advantageous to just like burn him instead. But you're probably already chopping him up, so little late on that one. Never mind. You do you.
Bricks, you okay helping with this one?
I mean, sure, I'm not going to be as useful at it as last night. As he is small again. Well, relatively.
What race is Bricks again?
Half-orc.
Oh, small.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Smaller. All right. Bricks chops up the body, and Freya purifies it.
A little green during this process, like.
It makes a nice, good wet squelch noise as you squish through his partially rotted limbs.
After we've chopped him up and purified him, then we lay him, respectfully arranged.
That is not a sentence that you can say.
Respectfully arranged.
We respectfully arrange your chunks.
While the hacking is going on, Lerna might just go and try to dig.
Now, I have a very important question. Did anyone bring a body smock for all this chopping? Because if not, you're going to get real gross.
I know this one guy. Looks really good in a body smock, but he's not here.
All right, so you chop the guy's body up, you cleanse it of the poison, and you lay him out, quote unquote, respectfully. Yeah, that's that. Unless you want to do something else at the lake.
I mean, if you say it's been months that like the decomposing, so like there's no way to tell where the attack really started or anything like that. No. I mean, if he's this close to the lake, he didn't have anything but a sword and a bunch of gold on him. I'm not about to go traipsing through the lake, but she'll grumble about it. And I told you so. Didn't want to come by this great lake anyway.
Now, as the grumbling and such is going on, I can't think of any normal critters that have a toothy size that big. Are there any logical jumps like I could have had a pet Tyrannosaurus, and I don't think his mouth is that big. But maybe if I had a pet.
Can I help him figure this out by adding and reminding that whatever it is delivered poison also with the bite?
So sure, give me a knowledge nature, Freya. It doesn't matter if you help or not. Faye, he doesn't know.
Maybe go clean yourself off of the chunks first.
Could have been literally anything. Who knows?
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
It was probably like a whole horde of poisonous snakes striking at once. I think each one of these is actually a single snake bite, not an individual tooth bite.
Ooh, very compelling theory.
You are a druid, yes?
Not that kind of druid.
Okay.
Could I also make a nature check?
You could try, sure. If there's something that made this bite, it is not common around here. You can't really think of any examples because that seems pretty big and scary. But it's definitely not something that you've ever heard of living in this area.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
God damn it. Every time. Why is it only Spielberg movies? Choose watch another filmmaker.
It just feels like every time because you keep restarting campaigns.
It's been like 3 times tonight.
We don't really need to stay by the lake anymore.
No, you're just
Path
passing
goes
by.
over that way.
No, in fact, I
yeah,
think we should go.
I would kindly like to fuck off right now.
Maybe be a little more cautious. I mean, we did get attacked by wolves and then found a eaten man that's been here for a while. But she'll say,
Well,
you know,
they're not really related situations.
they're related to the fact that this is a death trip. It's sent to our deaths with a lantern to light.
It's trap, not trip. Trap. Trap.
Right.
Oh, I don't think I said it, but I would like to have spent an hour in the morning crafting a new mutagen.
Yeah, everyone in the morning, everyone takes an hour to do their stuff. It takes an hour to prepare your spells. It takes an hour to do all that stuff. So that's standard. Okay, so you guys move on. Before we get too far away, I forgot to give you experience for the wolves. Everyone gets 300 experience for the wolves.
Ooh.
Nice.
Holy.
Moving on up.
The wolves were more dangerous than the orcs, and as such, you
Yeah,
get
the
more
orcs were
experience.
fucking real.
The
Yeah,
forks.
yeah. That's not when you fight things that actually can't kill you. You get not a lot of experience for them. Okay. Leaving the Great Lake behind, you start traipsing along. As you grow closer to the valley, the trees grow older and a little bit more gnarled. And the weather does not seem to bless you this day, as it begins a sort of cold rain as you're traipsing through the forest. But after about 3 hours, you reach something of note. The trail leads ever deeper into the Fangwood, through a twisting maze of trees and confusing ravines. As it tops a small rise, a broad valley spreads out before it, the opposite side of which looks like a writhing serpent. Yet, between the two hills lies a steep hill sloping down into the valley. A cold rain starts to fall, making the ground slick and treacherous. So, you're going to have to make your way down this slope in some fashion. And it is a little dangerous. To just go down normally is an acrobatics check. If you want to go down slowly, you get a +2, but it takes you about an hour to get to the bottom. If you have ropes, that can get you an additional. But
We have ropes and grappling hook.
you don't even really need to use the grappling hook. You could just tie the rope.
Well, I would imagine the first one down is the most dangerous. No? Setting up the rope? I don't know.
Well, the rope is just tied at the top. The rope's going to be set up for everyone who's down.
Well, both the rope and, what's at the bottom.
Oh, I see what you're saying. If something down there kills you. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean, that guy got bitten.
You
So,
get bit. Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Nibbles.
Yeah, there could be a giant monster.
Are we gonna have enough rope if we?
How far down did you say it was?
It's quite a ways. You have enough rope, but it doesn't give me an exact distance. So I'm going to say, it is 50 feet, but you have to go careful.
Okay. Yeah, let's throw down some rope, and then I'll volunteer to go first, I guess. Can I use climb? Because it's going down and it's kind of like a rope on a rock face.
If you'd like, absolutely. You go down on your hands and knees.
Climb speed of 5, apparently. Is that for everybody, or is that because I'm an elf?
You have a climb speed of 5? That's just the climb speed, the speed you climb at climbing as a bipedal humanoid.
Okay.
It isn't like a 5e climb speed.
Where it negates your ability.
Right.
Need to roll.
Right. No, that's just saying, hey, if you climb a wall, you move at 5 feet. Okay, so if you're going to make climb checks, I need you to make me 3 climb checks with a. Are you doing slowly, or are you going down at a regular speed?
I mean, I'm assuming we're putting a rope down, and I'll.
If you put a rope down, that's a +2. If you put a rope down and go slowly, you get a +4.
I will just put a rope down.
Okay.
And as Brix is starting to put a rope down, Freya walks over and puts a hand on his shoulder. Be one with the dirt, and gives him guidance.
Ooh, guidance.
Wait, who did you give that to?
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
not doing anything yet.
No, wrong one. I said the wrong name. Excuse me.
Codiel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Codiel.
All right,
Codiel's
so
what I meant to say.
You're going to have to make 3 checks, but guidance gives you a +1 on the first. So 3 climb checks, please.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take off my armor and put that in my bag. Take off my shield and put that in the bag.
Smart move.
And
does us steadying the rope or helping help?
No. The rope is tied to the top. Can't help him if it slips on the way down.
Ooh, what happens when you get a lightning bolt next to your total?
That means it's affected by armor.
Alright, so there's one.
You're good. Good. You literally can't fail this, so there's no point. You can stop rolling. I realize your bonus to climb was +10. You're good. Yeah, so you make it down, no problem.
See, it's no problem. You just have to be really strong and pretty well trained. Totally fine. Or, jump around like a cat on catnip. Does catnip exist in Pathfinder?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, it's catnip. But I will do whatever I can to support, like holding the rope or getting ready to catch falling people.
Brix can go next. He is going to go carefully with a rope.
All right, so climb or acrobatics. And 3 check.
And guidance on the first one. Whoop.
Okay, all right. So you slip. And I need you to make me a reflex save to try to catch it. Okay. You slide through a thicket of like gnarly bushes that are growing out of the side of this hill as you lose your grip on the rope a little bit, taking 3 damage before eventually manage to catch yourself and descend the rest of the way.
Ow!
But you're down.
Are you okay?
Mostly.
Lerna will go next.
Alrighty. 3 acrobatics or climb checks.
Climbs.
Alright, good. And with the bonuses, good. They're not included in that, right?
No.
Okay, then you're good. Yep, you're all set. You make it down, no problem. That leaves Faye and Freya at the top.
So Freya at this point has been talking to Horse and being like, okay, you're going to stay up here. When we come back this way, you're going to help us get up the mud hill. He sets up a rope. He doesn't really tie it off to anything. It's just kind of there. The horse can throw the rope down to us later on. We'll figure out if that actually works. But, in the case of danger, just go ahead and run. We'll meet you back at town. Probably be fine. You'll be okay. Try and distract any monsters. And then he'll head down.
All right. So give me 3 acrobatics or climb checks. Oh, buddy.
Low and muddy.
I need or no, actually no, you're okay because you're going slow, right?
Yep.
So you're good on all of those. You're fine.
What is going slow? +4?
+4 is going slow.
And it can be climb or acrobatics, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, be good horse. Okay.
Good.
And
good.
that should
You guys
include
are all
the
set.
4.
Oh, that includes the 4?
Yes.
Oh, bummer. Okay, I need a reflex save as you slip when you get towards the bottom. 14. Okay, you slide just a little ways down and bang into a rock, taking 4 points of non-lethal damage. This is where we get to learn about non-lethal damage.
Would a 16 have done anything different?
Would a 16 have done anything different? No, it would have been the
Okay. All right, cool.
The non-lethal damage is not deducted from your health like normal damage. It counts up from 0 to your current health. If the amount of non-lethal damage you have ever meets or exceeds your current health, you fall unconscious.
Ooh.
Anytime you heal, you also heal an equal amount of non-lethal damage. So if you took like the potion of Cure Light Wounds right now, it would heal you for the amount it heals you plus an equal amount of non-lethal damage. But right now, if something hit you in the face and did 4 damage, you would go to 3 health and fall unconscious. Okay. Does that make sense?
Right. Noted and marked.
All right. So you're a little banged up. You're not feeling great, but you're alive. All right. And for successfully navigating my hill puzzle, everyone gets 100 experience.
Yay!
Ow.
The trick was down.
Yeah, trick was down.
Ah.
All right. So you guys know you are but a short hop, skip, and a jump away from the actual entrance to the crypt.
So at this point, I will hunt around. I will find some more bog berries and see how many good berries I can make this morning.
Go for it.
I assume the horse isn't joining us, right?
The horse is staying up top.
7 more berries.
7 good berries.
Berries. So good. All right. So you guys set off. And before too long, probably only takes you about 20 minutes, you eventually come to the entrance of the crypt. And you see a sight you did not expect. And I'm going to show you a thing, and I'm going to read it.
Yay, box text.
An archway of stone is set into the side of a small hill at the bottom of the valley. Moss has overgrown many of the details, but one is still quite clear. The keystone of the arch is carved with a flame symbol, a stylized rune in the middle. Beyond the archway is a darkened tunnel that leads to a pair of massive wooden doors, one of which is slightly ajar. A pair of horses, a trio of ponies lie slaughtered next to the archway, each corpse still tied to a post set into the ground nearby. A swarm of flies hangs lazily in the air above them.
Well, it's a good thing you left horse up top.
Hi.
Does not look like good place for horse.
No, they really went all out this year.
How long do these ones have looked
dead?
Yeah.
That is a heal check.
Heal. Not a survival?
Heal.
Heal. I know my alphabet. Here we go.
8, you're not sure. It's definitely not that long, but couldn't pin down an exact number of days or weeks.
Are the horses dressed with anything? Like bags
Yes.
or...
They've got saddles and their bags and like bridles
They're
on.
all wearing...
No pants.
Like do the bags look like rifled through, or
No.
were they were just killed and left?
Killed and left.
Can I do a heal check to see how exactly? Stabbed? You know.
That would be another heal check,
bitten?
sure, if you'd like. They were slain, seemingly by some crude blades or perhaps claws. And as you're examining them, the saddlebags seem to be mostly empty, though they still have some stuff in them. But they don't look like they were rifled through. They're still closed. It just looks like this is the condition they were in when they died. But yeah, looks like crude blades and perhaps claws. You can also tell they've been dead about 2 days.
This doesn't look like something, doesn't look like a robbery. It looks like claws, like animal monster. Does anybody see any tracks or anything around here? Did it come in or out of over there?
We'll do the looking. Survival?
That'd be a survival check.
I'll back that one
Wow,
up.
I am rolling poor.
Woof!
Great work. You guys have no idea. Who knows?
You guys are just
It was
trouncing
probably that.
all
It
over
was
the
probably
blood
that swarm of snake.
I mean, obviously it's a setup. We should just kind of march forward.
Did we hear tale of somebody else coming here right before us with like 3 horses?
You guys know that they for this whole show you're putting on, they would have prepared the crypt with some fake challenges for you to overcome. That could be who these people are.
Oh, that's more fake orcs. More fake orcs, guys. It's fine. These horses aren't real. I'm sure.
Can I open their saddlebags and
Sure.
look at what their stuff is in there?
Sure, give me a perception check to search all their bags and see if there's anything worth taking. Dude,
wow.
These horses are stingy. It's quite an impressive array that has been rolled so far. We just need Faye and Bricks to complete the set. Yeah, who knows, man? It's all gone. It's crazy. The snakes must have made off with it.
What are you guys doing? You're making a mockery of this.
If that was one, I was gonna laugh so hard. Okay, you search around. You find one of the horses had lain on its saddlebag, and you sort of heave up its ass end a little bit and manage to pull the bag out. And inside, you find some stuff. 2 days worth of rations. A pair of comfortable pillows.
Good God.
Quiver with 20 blunt arrows. And 2 pints of lamp oil.
All right, I divvy those things out to the appropriate people. The arrows going to Lerna, the lamp oil going to Kodil, and then I just hold up the pillows and rations.
Bricks will take one of the nice pillows.
All right, I keep the other pillow for Locks the fox. Okay, well, I was super strong there. I lifted horse, so I'm tired now. You want to go inside?
I mean, if it was 2 days worth of rations, whoever was coming here probably was expecting to ride back on the horse. Maybe the horse died, and now they're in the crypt making more fake traps. So, yeah, let's go in.
What, do you think the horse died of natural causes? All this blood just happens when horse dies?
Ah, it's fine.
Claws are pretty natural, if you ask me.
Yes, but why? Usually animals, I mean, I don't know much about this, I guess, but I would think that animals usually kill for food. And these horses, they do not look beaten.
Well, we did see some weapon marks, I think was said.
Yep. Claws or rough swords. Yep.
And are small, rough-sworded people known in this area? Goblins, kobolds, gnolls, orcs, things.
You could roll me a knowledge local check.
Aren't they usually motivated by, pillows and rations and blunt arrows?
I mean, I could roll a local knowledge check if someone else were to roll it for me.
Yeah, here. I totally know things about things.
It's not really a lot of goblins or kobolds in the area. It's not really that common.
Oh. You know what? This is probably just a little bit of setup made to throw us off. Should go ahead in.
I'm just saying, this is the second time we've seen something killed for killing's sake. No food, no robbery, nothing. So, whatever that means to you, put yourself on guard. No, I will. And yeah, she'll gesture to one of the large head in. I'm not in the front line.
Lerna's gonna have her bow out and one arrow at the ready.
Yeah, same. I assume you can use the blunt arrows, right, Lerna?
Yes.
And as like we go to get ready to open the door, Freya will just walk around, giving everybody a quick pat on the back and good luck, and use virtue to give everyone a 1 hit point.
Ooh.
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 That lasts for a minute, so no hesitations now.
So use it quickly. Okay, so you're going up to the door?
Wait, the hit point lasts for 1 minute or virtue lasts for 1 minute?
Both.
Oh.
So as he starts doing that, like as he starts touching everybody and being like, "You get a hit point. You get a hit point. I'm gonna listen at the door."
Sure, give me a perception check. You don't hear anything.
All right, let's go.
All right. Okay, so as you go up to the door and listen at it, and then sort of peer inside, you realize it's dark as hell in there. Those of you with that dark vision are gonna need some source of light.
I think that makes one of us.
And no, you, Faye, Lerna all need a source of light.
I'll take out my lantern and perhaps some of that lamp oil if
All right.
needed. I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Lanterns are 360. All right, Lerna has a lantern. It is lighting your way. And with that, you open the door. So I'm going to move us to a map and then read a thing.
That was Faye, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry, Faye. Apologize. See yourselves up there?
Do I?
Yes.
All right.
Where?
Wait. Up north.
Up north.
Northwest.
There's Faye.
So the doors are in front of you. Codil opens them. I'm going to read it. As the heavy doors swing open, the faint light from outside reveals a long chamber with risen platforms on either side. A faded painting of Kassen is on the far wall. The room appears to be the site of a gruesome battle, with 2 bodies piled in the center and a number of skeletons scattered around. An echoing wail can be heard from somewhere in the distance beyond this foul chamber.
There's 2 bodies here.
Correct. Center.
Does the whale sound human?
Vaguely. Yeah. Sounds pretty distraught.
Well, there's 2 bodies, 3 horses, and we hear somebody else. So somebody might be in trouble. And what the hell was that?
Well, let's go find out.
Sure. And gestures towards everybody who's just kind of looking in, not moving. Go after you.
Come on, boys.
Okay, terrible ideas. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is gonna stay right behind Codil.
Okay.
Well, thanks. Oh, could you just tell me, like, if you see something in the distance that, I can't see?
Sure.
I'll stay like, in the middle-ish because I've got the light.
Sure. Yeah, there's a door here and a door here.
You said there's skeletons too? Where?
Skeletons scattered all over. There's a skeleton here. 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 There's 8 of them in total. Here, here, here.
Not cool.
They don't have tokens. We won't have to worry about it.
No, they don't have tokens. You're good.
Okay, this door?
That door is a door. And you step up onto that raised part of the platform, and the skeletons stand up with a rattle and a shake.
I knew they were strategically
We need to
placed.
roll
Son
initiative.
of a bitch.
Although 2 of them don't stand up. 2 of them are, not doing that. Bricks, you should be at full health. Oh no, you shouldn't. Never mind. I'm a liar.
Be at full health.
You should not be at full health.
Don't you lie to me.
You should not. You're right. You're a good player, and I'm a bad GM. You win.
Switching arrows.
Yes, those of you who have. So this is where we get to learn about damage resistance, or damage reduction, I guess, in Path. Everyone would know, as you're at least somewhat competent. Skeletons are less affected by weapons that go slash and weapons that go stab. Skeletons are most affected by weapons that smash things. So if Bricks runs up to Skeleton and slashes with his longsword and does 4 damage, skeletons have DR5 overcome by bludgeoning, and his stab would do no damage. If he did 6 damage, it would be reduced by 5, and he would deal 1 damage.
This is why Bricks bought a Morningstar.
Exactly. So everyone on initiative. Bricks, Codiel, Faye. Beautiful. I think Skeleton goes before you learn. Yeah, they would. Okay. All right. Skeletons are going. This one runs up to here. Tries to stab Codiel. He slashes at you with a broken scimitar. And does not hit, and then he brings out his other claw to try to slash it. Or no, he doesn't. He can't do that. He just stabs you. Or tries. This one runs up to here and tries to stab at Lerna.
No.
And does not succeed. Lerna. So if you do not 5-foot step away, you will provoke an attack of opportunity if you fire your bow in melee.
Okay, so 5-foot step there.
Yeah, that works.
And then calamity at this guy.
With your blunt arrows?
Blunt arrows.
Good call. And you shatter that skeleton, and he falls to pieces. Dead. Again. Oh, you also get favorite enemy damage. Yep. Not that it matters, but you extra kill him. He's super dead.
Super extra dead. Okay.
Super extra dead. Anything else? You have a move action if you want to take it. Can't be used to move, but if you have something you want to do as a move action.
No, just hang here.
Okay. All right. This skeleton's turn. He's going to parkour over the stairs and try to stab Bricks.
Parkour!
And not succeed. Someone's going to run up here and try to stab Lerna. And not succeed. Faye. Skeletons aren't rolling well.
Yeah, that's a lot of skeletons. I'm just going to take a step back, 5-foot step back, and my standard action. I'm going to cast Mage Armor, because, ow.
All right. Fair enough. Bricks.
Important question. If I were to say throw something, could I throw it past an enemy, through an enemy's space?
Yes, but you will take an attack of opportunity and cover from the enemy.
This will be after a 5-foot step.
Oh, then it'll have cover.
For example, first thing, 5-foot step. So if I were to just throw something into that square.
It'll have cover because you're trying to throw it around the enemy. But yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
You have to throw something to a square is a DC 5 to just hit a square. I see. So you're throwing it there just to do the splash damage.
Yes.
And I assume is the 6 the splash damage?
The 6 is the splash damage. And only
okay. That will kill this skeleton, and this skeleton.
Jesus.
Woo.
Bombs are good.
Fucking hate skeletons.
Bricks.
Fucking hate skeletons. Okay.
Now, the 5-foot step is a what? What type of action?
It is a free action, but you cannot move
So
After
I'm
taking a
going
5-foot
to use
step.
my move action to pull out the Morning Star.
Sure. This skeleton's turn. Is going to run around here and try to get at Freya.
Ah!
Aha, Freya! 4 damage as it cuts into you with its scimitar.
No, I'm gonna take 3 because I have a special hit point.
You do have a special hit point. Codiel.
Well, I mean, okay. 1, 2, 3. Do you provoke if you move within their range?
Yes.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah.
And then we'll punch this guy in the back, because he seems to be very intensely distracted by Lerna.
Okay. You don't have flanking right now because Lerna doesn't have a melee weapon.
Got
Lerna
it.
has a bow and does not threaten. But you don't need it because you punched him for 22, which is enough to. He did.
Hey, and I learned something new.
You did. Yep.
And 6.
Go. Freya.
Freya's going to drop his sling, movement action, pull out staff.
Mm-hmm.
Now going to smack
Bop.
the skeleton.
Bop him real good. I believe in you, Freya. Oh, okay.
Pop it.
What does being flanking do?
+2. So that's
Not
a 10.
good enough, eh?
Not good enough.
I try.
You did try. That's all anyone can ask. Lerna.
5-foot step.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this set up including my favorite enemy stuff.
Beautiful.
Blam.
That is enough that you obliterate that skeleton. And the room falls silent.
I mean, almost silent. There's the sound of berries being eaten.
And clink clanks going on somewhere.
You can still hear very faintly the wailing.
All right, well, threats removed. Fail. Walk up to the pile of 2 bodies.
Wait. Before you do that,
Uh-oh. You said it was safe. No takes.
everyone get 210 experience.
Oh, yeah! Yes, Twitch chat, we're going to do that every time until we level. And then still.
All right. So
right.
what did you want to do?
I'm going to come up and maybe do a heal check to see what's going on with these bodies.
Sure. Yeah. Give
Similar to horses.
Okay. Yeah, they've been dead. 2 days. Yeah, for 2 days. They died around the same time as the horses.
Well, there's 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They had same wounds?
Same wounds. You suspect, having seen now the skeletons fight, they were probably killed by the skeleton.
Well, it makes sense. They wouldn't want to really eat or steal money.
Mm-hmm. You also see that there are some backpacks nearby, this little alcove, that would probably belong to them, that obviously the skeletons didn't really bother with.
Backpacks, you say?
Mm-hmm.
They must have stuff in them.
They do. You don't need to make a check for this one.
Oh.
But you did good. 20 blunt arrows, 2 days of rations, and a pair of smoke sticks. Smoke sticks are a minor alchemical item that you can break and make smoke. Kind of does what it says on the tin with that one.
Oh, I know how to make these.
You do, probably.
And did we notice which direction that scream was coming from?
That'd be a perception check.
That would be a perception check.
To sort of hear, because in the cavern it gets sort of diffused and bounces around. East. Through this door.
East. Lerna's gonna borrow those blunt arrows. And a quiver can only hold 20, right? So
Right, yeah.
Stuff these somewhere.
Sure.
I'll follow Codill's lead with the light.
Wait, are we going towards the screaming or away from the screaming?
It's not screaming, it's wailing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm not sorry. Are we going away from the wailing or towards the wailing, guys?
And this door is open, by the way.
I would say we go towards the wailing.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they have backpacks too, Codil. You can rummage through those as well.
I didn't know Codil was going to be a flea market vendor, but here we are. Okay, I'm going to go in. I need some light.
I'm right behind you.
This room, I'm going to read a little description. This large chamber contains a maze of pillars that obscure the far side of the room. Next to the door, right next to where you're standing, Codiel, is a pile of empty saddlebags and 3 brooms.
Codil, move in. You're blocking everybody, including light for stream.
What is a stream? What is a stream?
Move. Okay. That's so much better. I can't even tell. Oh, roll 20. We just talked about this.
I think I found a door over here.
Wait, where are you? Hold on.
I was muted. I apologize. I was yelling at people, telling them to stop. Okay, everyone go back here.
Everyone want us to be.
Everyone stop. Okay. Bricks, as you walk past this alcove to the south, I must have coughed and not unmute myself. There is a lever in this little alcove.
Ooh.
Not hidden. It's obvious. You can see it.
I am not going to immediately pull it, but I will say there's a lever over here.
Oh, you should immediately pull it.
What could go wrong?
Not with an 18 intelligence. I'm not going to immediately pull it.
I feel like that's arguably more of a wisdom thing, but sure. Don't you really want to know what it does?
What does it seem to do?
It's a great question. If you wanted to maybe roll me a perception check or maybe a knowledge engineering check, you might be able to learn some clues as to its function.
I'll do a knowledge engineering check.
I'll do a perception. I'll help.
Okay, that's not how helping works, but...
Well, no, I mean, I will do a perception and be like, this does overhear things.
This lever seems tied to the door over here. And it seems like this lever connects to that door in some way. You gather, it seems like the door is locked, and this lever, in conjunction with others, will open the door.
Interesting. Now, I'm going to pull the lever. Everybody watch out.
There's a chunk, and then like a click, 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 and that goes on for about 30 seconds, and then it goes silent.
Does the lever, go back to its resting position?
It resets back to where it was before.
Okay.
After the 30 seconds. Faye! Faye falls into a pit! Yay!
I
Everyone
was
go for Faye!
literally just trying to find a space so that the light didn't fudge up, but okay.
I need a reflex save, Faye.
I hate this lighting.
If only someone else decided to carry a torch other than Faye.
Or just, this lighting mechanism wasn't, terrible. Reflex save. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, you're 10. You fall in the pit. The pit is 10 feet deep. However, when you expect to hit the ground hard and it hurt really bad, it only hurts a little bit because you realize the bottom is covered in pillow.
What?
But you do take 2 non-lethal damage because it still hurts a little bit.
Does that affect the temporary point?
No, temporary is completely irrelevant.
Okay.
Temporary is also gone by now.
Yeah. I am almost sort of unconscious. I don't know how to word that.
You
I
are
am almost non-lethally unconscious.
Frey walks over and hands down a few berries to you.
I mean, this is kind of nice. I mean, I got a bed. I'm getting fed. This is not the worst trap I've fallen into. How
So
many berries
He'll
are
give
you?
you three. He'll give you 3 berries,
Oh, thank you so much.
and then
so that removes
alright.
3 non-lethal.
So maybe we want to be like tapping the floor ahead of us, and he takes his quarterstaff. He's like plonk 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 as he moves along. While we
Sure.
will look for these other levels.
How far down are we?
10 feet. Stop. There's a pit right there where you are.
Right.
So when you get to
here.
here,
Okay.
there's a pit.
Whoop,
Here, I'm
whoop.
gonna. So there's a pit here. Pit here.
Can't see a darn thing.
So everybody on tapping duty.
Does everyone have a stick or some other tap method?
I have a bow.
You could probably use the bow. Yeah, it's
I
enough. It's a long
have
bow.
no such method that I'm willing to use.
I have a
All right.
lantern down here. Can somebody,
With
Can I
someone's
get
help,
out?
you can get pulled out pretty easily.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna light a torch off of her lantern.
That's a
This
good
is just-
call. There you go.
Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop.
Uh,
How about up here? Tap tap tap. Tap tap tap.
Nothing
Oh,
there.
I'll help Faye get out of the pit.
Tap tap tap.
Nothing.
Tap tap tap. Tap tap tap.
Stop. There's one right there in the center. And in fact, as you tap the center and it pops open, you notice something in the pit.
Oh hey.
There is a sack and like a little scroll of parchment.
This one's got a prize. It's like a 10-foot deep pit with pillows on it.
Hmm.
So like if one was to hypothetically climb down carefully, the odds of dying would be like
The odds of dying are none, but you can either roll a climb check to climb down or an acrobatics check to like lower yourself and drop down. Even without the pillows there, you could do either of those things.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're like deliberately dropping down, you can roll an acrobatics check to ignore the first 10 feet of falling damage.
Oh, come on! Someone come and keep an eye on this trapdoor. Make sure it doesn't shut me in.
None of the other ones have reset. They're one and done.
And then he'll try and climb down,
Sure.
casting guidance on himself, maybe.
Random question: with the dim light coming off the thing, because Erna can't really see. Well, I can't really see. I think she could see better than I could see on the weird lighting.
Well, there should be plenty of regular light from Faye and Codiel, but
You'd think so.
Not on my screen.
Yeah, I'm just watching the stream at this point because it has all eyes view.
you should be able to see fine.
So
I can see fine. And
I can see Lerna, and that's it. Like as far as other characters go.
you should be able to see part of Codiel and
Nope.
You should for sure be able to see bricks.
Nope.
Yeah, you should be able to see part of bricks. Huh, that's odd. Because when I control L on your character, I see those things.
I see a T right here.
Right.
And I see Lerna. And I see a corner of this up here, but not much. I think that's Codiel.
All right. Well, this is the only room that's like this, so after the problem.
It's got marble columns.
It does. It has a lot of your favorite columns. So down there, you climb down, no problem. Down there, you find a pouch. In the pouch are 5 platinum pieces, and the scroll says 3 to open, but be quick, for the door will only open for those who work together.
That doesn't even rhyme. What the hell? Who wrote this?
They're simple villagers. What do you want from them?
So yeah, Freya reads that out loud, and then he climbs like out on that side and starts tapping again.
You see another lever.
Aha!
So there's another one somewhere.
We need one more. And then he'll tap north and south.
Sure, it's up on the north side. I'm just gonna expedite this
Tap,
because
tap.
otherwise it's just you tapping
Tap,
one square at a
tap.
time is not worth
Tap,
our time.
tap.
I'm
It's
just
at the top.
following Lerna.
Next to my
Tap,
lever,
tap.
if everybody's okay.
Yeah,
with
there's
that.
one where you just tapped, but
Where? Here?
yeah, that
Like a hole or the lever?
like a trap.
Okay.
But there's a lever right there.
So make sure you check all the holes. Some of them have empty coin pouches.
Is there anything fun in this hole?
No. It's not.
Okay. So
But there's a lever there as well. So you guys have found the 3 levers.
On the count of key. Key.
Oh,
Okay.
click.
You guys all follow your levers, and you hear the door over here swing open. But the clicking indicates you've got to get there quickly. So you guys all rush back.
Tap, tap, tap.
Mad
tap,
dash.
Tap, tap, tap.
And
how do you jump? How do you jump long distances?
Press X.
yeah, press X to jump.
Where did the door open?
Who keeps X's jump?
There you
Are you insane, people?
go. Well, are you playing on a
I hope
PS4 controller
it's a
or
real
an Xbox?
comment.
Oh, I'm playing on PC.
What door?
Uh,
Where are you?
Danny.
This way.
So it leads to a hallway, and once you have it open, you can like keep it open, and you're good. You just had to get to it.
Wedge.
And now you're in a hallway. How exciting! Everyone loves
That's so
hallways.
exciting.
The wailing is louder, and it's clearly coming from down this way.
So, Codil, there's an uncomfortable amount of back rubbing happening, like as you get virtue and guidance every few seconds.
Oi, that's a lot of. Wow, that smells really unique. Are we going towards the wailing, or are we going around the wailing?
We've been going towards it this whole time, Codiel.
Definitely not a trap. Okay.
We just, expertly hopped over a few of them. We can do it again.
Okay.
Oh, tap tap.
As you come down this hallway, the mournful wailing grows louder with each step toward the door at the end of this musty hallway. There are a host of bones strewn on the floor here, many of which are cracked and broken.
So, important question.
Uh-huh.
Does anyone remember what the fellow fought or dealt with in order to capture the fire?
I'd be willing to make a knowledge history check on that.
Sure. 17. He fought with an assortment of mighty beasts and evil bandits to collect the fire.
This doesn't sound like either of those things.
No, it doesn't.
All right, towards the wailing we go. Doesn't sound like either of them.
All right. So, this door, as you try it, is locked.
I'm gonna try this one over here.
Just gonna wander over there in
Does
your own.
the
Try that door.
wailing come from either one in particular?
Yeah, the south one, the one Codiel's in front of.
I thought we were going towards wailing.
It's locked. I can't. Jiggle. It's not opening.
Well, I mean, there's usually keys or other ways to open doors. Anybody here good at opening locked doors?
Does anyone have proficiency in disable device?
Ah, shit, I do.
Do you have thieves' tools?
No, definitively not.
Then
Can
you can
have one
try.
without the other?
You can try at a -4 to get this door.
All right.
As we shuffle around, you get a good
Excuse me.
swat on the butt. Good luck. Guidance.
Shuffle.
Faye looks at Free and's like, no.
Nope, that door ain't opening. You're gonna have to smash it down
More
or find a
force,
key.
less finesse.
Okay, we're decidedly closer to the wailing now. Is there any kind of words at all? Like help or
No, it just sounds like crying. And you guys having tried the door now, the wailing grows louder. Like the person behind seems scared.
All right, well, maybe the other door wasn't such a bad idea. I mean, clearly we have no other way to get through a door.
You could just smash it. Yeah, you could just smash it.
She said sarcastically, looking at the big, bulky people.
Oh, okay.
I am not a big, bulky... Well, I'm
well, you can be when you take your
bulkier
god
than
juice.
average. Yeah, but I'm not going to use that right... Well, maybe I'll use that right now. It seems like there's going to be an encounter.
Internal struggles.
All right. Hulking out. Glug.
All right, you're drinking it? All right, give me a strength check to smash through the door.
Get it,
Let me
Briggs.
make sure I've got everything settled.
I would also like to help him with this strength check. Is there any way that we can fit side by side to do so?
Sure. It's really homoerotic. Just to be clear. In
More
the
than
good way.
Pat on the butt for the temporary hit point?
No, in a different way. That's more of like a Top Gun. This is more of a Predator.
This is more hanging with the boys.
Anyways.
You asked. Strength check. Wow, you guys.
Oh, no.
You smash up. You're like, all right, 1, 2, 3. And you both put shoulder down against the door and bounce off of it.
Wow, real strong men we have here.
No, we have to do it. No, we have to do it at the same time.
All right, you can try again.
Like this. 1, 2, 3.
Much better. Luckily, Bricks manages to shoulder most of the weight.
Bricks goes early.
And he smashes through the door and promptly gets shot by a crossbow.
Don't forget your temporary hit point.
Let's see if it hits, though. What's your flat-footed AC? Because I'm willing to bet you were not expecting that.
Is 15.
15. Okay. He does not manage to hit you. It goes wild. You see a man, sort of wild-eyed. Clearly, tears have been streaming down his face for quite some time. He's got a crossbow in his hand. He looks like this. And as you burst through the door and he shoots at you, he goes, you won't take me alive!
Not with that attitude.
And he just sort of like cowers behind his crossbow, terrified.
Is this a person that we might know from town?
Yeah, Roldair is a villager in town.
What the fuck is he doing here then?
You guys know that villagers came here to prepare the dungeon for this whole escapade. In fact, 2 of them were dead out on the floor, and their horses were dead outside.
Would this have something to do with the skeletons, perhaps?
His state or his presence?
His state.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
So are we talking to him or are we hitting him? I'm confused, Bricks.
It's Roldair.
Right, but he also said something about you won't take me alive, as in smashy smashy. No?
Roldair, it's us. Hello.
I don't know. I'm way back here, so you guys do you up front.
I want to do a quick head to toe. What does he have on him for weapons? Anything
a crossbow.
Crossbow?
A crossbow.
How do I disarm him of that crossbow?
You could make a CMB check against his CMD to disarm him. That's enough. His CMD is not good. You managed to pry the crossbow from his grasp, and he sort of yelps as you take it. He shields himself, and he says, "No more, no more angry bones. No more, no more.
No more
Why
angry
are
pulps?
you still
angry bones?
Why are you still here?"
He says, can't leave. Angry Bones, killed them all. Kill me next too.
The angry bones are dust. Run, friend. Run home.
Are you just gonna tell him to run? That's it.
Yeah,
You're not gonna.
I mean, Briggs, you're telling him to run out into the forest. In close to probably end of day sometime soon. No horse, no weapons. Maybe don't run, friend.
He can have his crossbow back. I just didn't want him to shoot at me again.
If one of you would like, you could perhaps make a diplomacy check to try to calm him down.
Awkward looking at other people.
Yep.
But based on this party composition, I think that might be unlikely.
Everybody slow turns towards Lerna. You the happy one. He needs some happy right now. Right?
Okay. She comes forward and just, we took care of everything. You should be able to get out and be able to get home just fine, or at least outside, and then we could take you home. But you have to get out of here right now. With my +0.
He just cowers further and he says, "All a trick of the dead one, the one who speaks." Oh.
Okay, now that was interesting. What do you mean the dead one that speaks?
He says, "You should know. You're his servants come to torture me in my final moments."
Can I make some sort of knowledge check to maybe parse what he's trying to tell us?
That could be so many things. Dead one who speaks, what does that mean?
I was thinking maybe Arcana.
No, what I'm telling you is that could be anything from a zombie moaning something maybe close to intelligible speech to a lich, and so many things in between. There are so many things that could be that is not helpful information.
Oh, I was considering those to be capital words, proper nouns, the dead one.
Oh, no. I mean, they might be capital words to him, but they are not meaningful information.
Okay.
Someone of knowledge.
Okay. You've been locked up in here for 2 days now?
He sobs and still cowering. Says, "It feels like an eternity."
Yes, same here. So what was safe about this room that you locked yourself in here? Can we go into the room with him
Sure,
now
I
that
mean,
he's disarmed? Yeah.
I mean, he's not fighting. He's
cowering. This is a tiny ass room. Okay. I thought it was a bigger room for some reason.
No,
it's like a closet.
It's pretty small.
Okay.
It actually, now that you're in here, you can see that this room seems to be there's bedrolls here, there's some lanterns with oil, there's rations, there's potions. It looks like this room was set up as a rest room for you guys coming through here, and that's probably why he took refuge here. Also, the door locks.
Yes, we each get our own 5 feet of space. That's so lovely. Okay, so I mean, thank you for getting this place ready for us, I guess. But you're relatively safe now. Flip's room. Jesus, cool deal.
You deal with him, and then I'll deal with this.
There are 2 lanterns. 2 lanterns. 4 flasks of oil. 5 days worth of rations. 2 potions.
Oh.
Alright, and then one of those potions goes to Faye, and one of those potions goes to Brix. In case.
Okay, out of character, I forget. What are we supposed to do now? What we got here, we came here,
You're supposed to
And-
light the purpose of this whole little ritual is to light the special lantern you got.
And the
But it seems
people.
like the people were here to set up challenges for you to get that.
Okay. Well,
But it
mission
seems like that's
accomplished.
kind of all gone tits up.
Yeah, that's good job. Very scary. I loved your haunted house. But it's time for us to go. I mean, you can stay locked in here if you want. We'll come back for you, maybe. I don't know. Probably.
He sort of peeks out from between his fingers and says, Where are you going?
Well, we have to light the thing on Coldale's back. That's the whole point of this thing, remember?
He clearly doesn't. But as you say that, he says, Demira is still alive. Find Demira. The
What's
one
a
who
Demira?
speaks as Demira. Demira is sister. Skeletons took her.
Oh, for God's sake. I knew this would turn into a rescue mission.
Find her. I like how you're like, oh, we've got to light this thing for this fake ceremony, but saving a real person? Fuck that.
I mean, I'm being forced into diplomacy out of sheer necessity. It's not my strong suit. I don't really care. I didn't even want to light the stupid lantern. I want less to save. I forgot her name already. Butera, whatever. her
Yep,
name.
doTERRA. Yeah, the
Yep, mhm.
marketing thing.
What?
It's one of those pyramid scheme things.
Mhm.
Sorry for offending anyone in Twitch chat, but I'm really not.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. Shut up,
You're a
Ben.
pyramid scheme.
All right, you going over and opening that door, Cordial?
I mean, look, glances back. No objections. Okay, door.
Open her up.
You just stay put, okay, and fail. Shut the door. We'll be back. It's fine.
Okay. As you open this door, you see something I'm going to describe. The small chamber is mostly empty, save for the body of a villager sprawled in the center. Perched atop the corpse is a man-sized brown and yellow beetle trying to push the corpse into the corner, where a pile of trash and filth awaits. As you open the door, it turns around and like raises its protective shell and buzzes its wings angrily.
Gross. Oh, gross. Casey, gross. What a perp.
I would have filled this space if Freya wasn't gonna.
Okay.
Freya, which way do you want? Where do you want to be? You want to be second?
Yeah, you're
or you
all
wanna be third?
just fucking.
Like we're stacking up on this damn door.
It's because Cold Deal won't move. Move it, big
Well,
blocker.
angry bug. Bug is not coming at me. Am I
You
going?
scared of a bug?
Okay,
Really, Cold
fine.
Deal?
We're going in.
Virtue guidance, a little pushy push.
All right. As you
Tap
do
people
that,
on the butt.
as you take a step into the room, the bug spits acid at you and Freya.
Whoa!
I need both of you to make me reflex saves.
Who does that?
Angry bugs who are
Bug
defending it from
does.
giant people who are going to come smash its nest. All right, both of you pass. So you take half of this, which is 4 acid damage. And
Before is
that
halved or
half?
not?
for you take half, which is 4.
Half woof.
And we need to roll into initiative.
No likey. They'll only take 3 because of your virtue.
Hmm.
Gonna get my use out of this cantrip if it kills you. Just the button. There we go.
All right. Everyone's on. The beetle buzzes over to here and bites you, Codiel, or tries to. And does not succeed. Managed to bring up the shield in time to block its pincing jaws, but they're pretty powerful. You would not want to get bit by them. It could be bad. Freya. Freya.
Freya is frantically clicking things and trying to figure out what to do.
Freya is frantically cooking things.
Can I 5-foot step like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will smash with quarterstaff, possibly.
Sure. Nope.
Eh?
That is a miss. It bounces off its chitinous body.
Why are they so chitinous?
So
That'll be it.
chitinous. All right. Codiel, it's your turn.
Well, there's one of it and lots of us. So this is time to pop flexibility. We're gonna go for improved grapple, 5-foot step, movement, action to drop shield, and then try to grapple this guy.
You can't do all of that. It's a move action to activate martial flexibility.
Okay, then I'm going to punch him.
Okay.
Because I don't think... No. We went with CMB, and I rolled poorly. I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. You try to grab it, but it's so slippery. It's just so hard to grab.
Chitinous and slippery. It's unfair.
Lerna.
Okay, we need to take all our movement at once.
No, you can split it up with attack.
Split? Okay. So she can move here, shoot, and move back?
Correct.
Okay, so she'll do that.
I didn't know that.
It's
Yeah, it's totally
switching to pointy arrows.
Sure.
Hold on. Let me take off my... This is not an undead bug, I'm guessing. So let me take that off.
No.
Boink.
That'll hit.
And it's gonna get out of everyone's way.
Brick.
Bricks is going to live up to his nickname. Come in here, fucking smash.
Nice.
All right. You managed to kill the beetle. Good decision. The beetle goes squelch and dies.
Well, okay then. Thank you,
Yeah.
Briggs. Made my
And
job
just to
easy.
give you context, that beetle could have one-shot anyone. Just as a heads up. Probably not killed outright. It could have killed Faye outright, but not anyone.
Yeah.
But it could have knocked you unconscious. But Bricks killed it, so who cares? It's fine. And we're gonna loot this room. Oh, wait, before we do that, take experience equal to 150.
Yay. Damn it.
865?
That's what
That's
I
my
have.
number.
Yay!
You also get an additional 100 for not killing Roldair. And for sort of accepting the quest to get his sister, kind of.
100% total acceptance.
Yeah. Inside this room, there's nothing to loot, so the corpse has nothing of use on it, and the pile of filth and trash is just that.
Is the corpse clearly the person?
What person?
The person we're supposed to rescue?
Sister?
No.
Oh,
it is a
just
man.
other random corpse. God, there's
Just
a lot of dead people in here.
it's almost like the villagers were here thinking it was safe, and then they got attacked and all died.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for splitting the party.
All right. I think we're going to end it there for the night, just because if we go further, we're going to get involved in stuff that'll. And it's 10 minutes from end time, so this is as good a time to stop as any.
Yay!
Yay! Good to me.
We all survived the first
did.
Pathfinder.
You all survived. Be kind of ready to level up next time. I know it's 2 weeks from now, but you'll level up in the middle.
Cool.
Is that how it's going to proceed? Because I noticed you're giving like decided XP.
For at least for this, we're trying it out for this. This is just a little experiment for this. And you want to be level 2 before you go. Spoiler: alert, there's a second level. You want to be level 2 before you. So.
Spoiler alert! I'm gonna try and kill you.
I mean, yes, I will. I will try to kill you. Yeah, excellent, good response.
100% getting the was it precision shot?
Precise shot, yes.
Precise shot.
Yeah,
That'll make
it
things
is.
way easier.
It is required on archer.
I totally didn't know you could move like that too. I thought you had to do all your movement at once or a 5-foot step.
That might technically be a homebrew rule, but I don't care. So, how I roll it.
I cannot wait for my first discovery.
You already have a discovery, don't you?
Nope.
I
Not
think
the
you went
second
first
level.
First level. Never mind.
So my first hex, like if it's 3 plus my int modifier, like how am I gonna ever encounter something that lasts 7 rounds as a level?
You
1?
probably.
Okay.
Is that how long it lasts? I don't think that's how long it lasts.
If you don't pass the save, yeah. If you pass the save, then it's supposed to be 1 round. And I took the extra hex feat, so I took cackle to extend it. But like, I'm never gonna. If it always, I'm never gonna need that.
I thought there was something about that.
By all means, let me know if.
For a lot of them, each time you trigger something with it, it takes away from the duration. I don't know about the hex specifically, but watch for that side effect.
Yeah, no, that's correct. Lasts for a number of rounds equal to 3 plus int mod.
And while you're, checking out my sheet, did I put the temporary AC boost from mage armor in the right spot? Because it affected touch and flat-footed too. It looks like. Anyway, sorry, this is boring. This doesn't need to be on stream. I just, I'm going to be using mage armor quite a bit.
It does not affect touch AC, but it does affect flat.
Weird. Okay.
Because it's an armor bonus, so it goes in like armor.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. This was fun.
Yay!
Yeah, we'll see. We didn't really do a ton, but any initial thoughts on Pathfinder?
Very
Pros,
fun.
cons?
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah, I think like everything right now is just me breaking old like other habits.
Right.
So
we'll see how it.
Yeah, agreed.
Forward. Now that we're in a dungeon, it'll be stress tested a little bit more. Because before it was a lot of RP exploration stuff, which is less of a big deal.
Yeah, which we're slowly getting into, which I'm enjoying.
But we'll see how it goes.
All right. 2 weeks from now.
Yay!
Yay!
See
All right.
you 2 weeks. Yay.
Thanks for watching, and welcome to the
Good
Discord.
night.
Bye.
Bye.